Cotton says the exact same shit, but people are just like, oh yeah, he's for the culture, you know.
He's swaggy.
Yeah, you know, he's putting people on.
God, this for the culture.
Who was that dude? Justin LaBoy or La whatever?
Oh yeah, now he's like what official good music like.
Industry plant.
Yeah, is he like Kanye's PR person now?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
Bro. He has like a show, like a podcast / like YouTube show,
Right.
With one of Diddy's sons.
And
he like has
it's on like what's it on?
It's like
so he's got like the Revolt
yeah.
plug,
Yeah.
sort of
yeah.
That's
And
fair.
he just fucking
Revolt cast.
Revolt
I think it was the shit with Sweetie that fucking went viral.
No,
with
facts,
him,
big
you know
facts,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
But he's me on bullshit.
What'd he
bro.
do with Sweetie? He smashed Sweetie?
Nah, it was like basically like a little podcast thing, and she was talking about. Wasn't she like fucking with him?
Her whole little,
No,
her whole little
so
thing.
yeah. Once upon a time,
Yeah.
they dated.
Yeah.
back in the Gap.
Oh, so he did smash.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the
Oh,
gas.
yeah. he was
so yeah, she was fucking with Quavo, and it was right when like Quavo and her broke
Yo,
up.
my baby mom was hanging out that bitch one night randomly, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing hanging out with Sweetie?"
That's live as
Yeah,
fuck.
I mean, hey,
Hell,
sweet
random.
Asian shit.
I had some like EDM shit,
Right.
Some weird shit. I was like, "What the hell?"
okay.
Nah, it sounded about right. Shit.
Hella
Let
random.
me have you turn the mic towards you, bro. Just that way you can talk directly on it.
Like this?
There you go. And then
There
just
we go.
adjust it however fits.
Hey, I just trying to keep it. There we go, like that.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect.
Test.
Yes, sir. Ski.
You
Like
good?
check 1 2 1 2. Is
Test.
that good? You need me to move it more?
No, you're good right there.
Straight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ew. What's up, guys?
Shit. Shit.
Yeah,
Can't wait for this blunt afterwards. That I got
Right.
roll. Shit.
Facts.
I feel that. That's why I was like, yo, what's up?
Man, you lucky though. You live where it's legal, bro.
I was like,
Facts.
we finished. Am I smoking on the way up or am I smoking up here? That's why I texted. I was like, they're like, you probably
I mean, shit. City of Austin, damn near legal though.
Yeah.
Nowadays. The rest of Travis County, I don't really know too much
shit.
about, but
I ain't worried about
I heard they got like secret dispensaries here and shit.
fact.
I mean, I know.
Not
a
even
few-
secret.
I mean, there's technically a couple. You just have to know the right person.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called campus, bro. It's called campus.
There's definitely a few
Yeah.
spots. Don't be black. Don't put them on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Omit the names.
Yeah.
That's live though.
There's definitely a few little spots. I don't, I bring my own when I come down. So.
Yeah.
Just go down to the CBD place and be like, "Where's Delta 9?"
Bro, I took some drags off of a Delta 9 pin, bro.
Yeah.
And it was hidden. I'm not
Nah,
gonna lie.
facts.
It's
So what's the difference between Delta 8 and Delta 9?
There's just different parts of weed, I
yeah,
guess.
it's stronger. 9 is
9
stronger.
is stronger?
Something like that.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Because Lil Shorty, there's a little smoke shop by Harris's crib. And I'll be going in there to get switches and shit, whatever. And she started talking about this Delta 9 shit. And I was like, so what the Delta, I was like, is it Delta 8 or Delta 9? She's like, it's both.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, well, the fuck?
It's like
It's like
why you-
dabs.
that's why
She
you
was like,
mix.
it's smart to just have some in your car if you smoke real weed anyway.
yeah, yeah.
That way, like, if you get pulled over, you can just be like, oh, Delta 8.
I keep it a stack. It feel like some mid.
Nah,
That's
facts.
what it feel like.
Just
Facts.
like some-
Yeah.
Reggie
some
all over
Reggie.
again.
Yeah.
It's legal mid, bro. It's
Yeah,
legal mid.
yeah.
Do it taste good? Does it smell good?
Yeah,
Taste
yeah.
good?
They got different flavors and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So they got like the terps of it. Damn.
It's like I'll put it this way. It's like better than swag.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
My boy moved out here to Dallas from Denver to get it popping. Boy. Get out of here. Ooh, I got him.
Damn, B.
No, I didn't.
Like Bruce Lee.
I thought I was Bruce Lee. I ain't get it.
It was
That.
like the white monitor.
He's all up in my peripherals.
Shit.
Church.
But yeah, man. I wish, man. I can't wait till it's legal though.
Facts.
It's a different feeling driving around for sure.
Oh man, I was.
I'll be sweating just a little bit. I mean, Austin's pretty cool, but like if
Yeah.
you go,
Still gotta be careful.
like driving to San Antonio all the time.
Nah, facts. If you're in Hayes County or Kamal County, man, fuck that shit.
That don't stop me from smoking my weed on the way. I still do that.
Yeah.
But I'll be a little bit more nervous when I'm doing it. I'm like, shit.
Bro, I was just in Cali, bro, like last month, man, and we were driving around San Francisco in
Yeah.
the Bay, just smoking, just
Nah,
smoking.
facts.
I'm like,
nah, the
bro,
Bay is what
big
put me on
company.
like smoking publicly. Like
Yeah.
I remember when I first moved there, like I was outside of Badu show and people are just like rolling up in line to buy tickets,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just like, yo, this is chill. They're like, oh yeah, it's the city. I'm like, I bet. I was smoking blunts in the streets
Yeah.
every day
Yeah.
after that.
Every
You couldn't
day.
tell me shit. I was looking crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's how. I mean, Denver. I feel like people smoke more like in the clubs in Austin than they do in Denver though. People
Yeah,
don't
because
really.
it's so normal out there. Like it's like why
It's
do
like,
you
why
need
would
to
you gotta
do it?
do it here type shit,
Over here
yeah.
they do the extra just
Like
for
we
the
got
sake
a
of-
porch for that type shit. So they
Yeah.
like go outside. It's not, you know. In Austin, it's just like that bitch up in the club.
I mean, shit. What
Yeah,
about
I was at
Boulder,
the
though?
strip club the other night, the after hours strip club, smoking big ass blunts in that bitch
Yeah.
What
till like 5 in the morning.
Nice.
Hold on, what club?
Bear Cabaret.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Shout out
Some late
Confucius.
Facts.
Pull up with them bottles. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, that's old what? Pink Monkey and old.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
The last time I had been there was Pink Monkeys.
Yeah, Pink Monkey.
Like,
it was
that's
it
how
was
long
something
been.
else too.
Fuck.
But it's how you can bring your bottle in there
yeah,
Yeah, it's BYOB.
and smoke
down.
Smoke big in that
yeah.
bitch.
Was you throwing money though? That's the real question.
I see. I had already been to another strip club.
Okay,
I ran into some partners.
Yeah,
They was like, "You want to go to the after hours spot?" I was like, "How much is covered?"
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Just roll with me. I got it. We good." And I was like 5 deep, so I was like, "I don't want on my night." He's like, "No, we good." I ain't gonna say no names, but you know what I'm saying. He on some wild shit.
Okay.
So you like, yeah, just pull up. So we pulled up. I definitely still had some ones from the last club I was at, so I threw a little bit of one.
Okay.
I just ain't out here like, you know, throwing all the ones.
He was throwing the Chris
Now
Brown
the
money.
people I was with, the people I was with was throwing bands.
Yeah.
For real, there was enough
Bro.
throwing bands. So I had to throw a little something just fit in, but you know I kept it
If you got it,
true to my
more
way.
power.
I kept it true to my way. Like, I ain't trying to throw no bands.
Shit, y'all got. I'm gonna be in there throwing fucking pesos and shit.
Bro.
Y'all got me fucked
I'm
up.
cheap.
Hey,
Take this to Pizza Patron, bitch.
I walk in with $100 and I make that whole stretch.
Right,
You feel me?
facts.
I make that shit stretch
That's-
for 4 hours.
I'll be on the same vibe.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Stretch it out.
Cover be hitting you over the head. Shit, parking.
Well, luckily I don't ever have to be paying no cover. I feel like all the strip clubs I'll never be
Yeah.
paying no cover, but I'll be stretching that $100 the same way. And then
yeah.
if I hit the ATM, I feel like I lost for the night. I'm just like,
They gonna hit you with that $7-8
Facts.
fee. At the
Facts.
exit,
For real,
bro.
man.
I saw that shit one time. I'm like,
I guess I'm a cheap ass because I really do be trying to stretch out $100 the strip club.
Right.
Like I got 1,000 in my pocket. Like, yeah, what's up, bitch?
You walk in, you already spent the $100.
Right.
She
This
like, you
motherfucker
wanna
be like,
dance?
hey, let me
I'm
smoke a
like,
cigarette for
she
10
like-
minutes, come back and
real.
reevaluate.
She be like, you want to dance? I'm like, hell no. I'm gonna come see you when you get on stage. Bro. Let me
Exactly.
know when you get on stage. I'm gonna come throw
Facts.
$5 at
Exactly.
you.
For real.
Shit, my line is always
You do 5, yeah, that's 20 bitches. You could throw $5 at you.
Facts.
Play it right.
That's true.
And then shit, the ratio on that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Those numbers.
Every time I go,
One of them gonna fuck with you a little bit.
yeah,
Say red 35, red 35, black 20, black 20.
When I be pulling up, I always be like, "Yeah, I just got off in here. Let me chill a little
Right.
bit, and then I'm a motion for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come back around.
Yeah,
No cap, for real. That's how it be though, man. You gotta just
shit.
stick them up.
They be so damn pushy, man.
For
You know what
real,
I'm
the
saying?
most.
Man.
Shit. Just put their leg over you and shit. You want to dance? Like,
Damn, let me get comfortable first and have my
I ain't
drink.
even sipped the drink yet.
Yeah,
Shit.
they be on your boy.
Yeah.
For real. The strip club life, man. I used
Well,
to-
we're on. Yeah, I mean, all of that's already part of the show, but
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are on. This is, I don't know, that's perfect, and this is the most professional podcast out of South Austin. I'm your host. I am Mario from the South Side,
It's your boy Neighborhood Nick, man.
and we are here with Cory Kendrix.
Yes, sir. That's my name.
What's good, man?
Shit, chilling, bro.
And we are joined here with Harris, man. This is part of
sir.
LNS,
Let's
man.
go, you feel me?
What are we missing? Like 3 people?
Facts.
We got like a
Something
quarter
that.
of the crew here.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, really, we could mob up deep if you want, but you
mean,
know,
we
we're
could
not
go-
really
we
trying
could
to
go
do
to
feuds
Hawk,
like that.
yeah.
You feel me?
It'll get a little hot in here then.
Yeah, you
Nowadays.
dig.
Yo, it's dope to sit down and actually like chop it up with y'all because of course we ran into y'all at the pre-roll. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
You was lit, so I didn't know if you was gonna remember or not, fam.
I
You know what I'm
remember,
saying?
for sure,
I was
for
like,
sure.
man, I don't know if Cory, you know what I'm saying, remember that we wanted to interview with him, bro.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
I was definitely lit that night for sure.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out
feel like
Bob.
everybody was. It was definitely like
Shout
a
out Bob.
throwback. Yeah.
Bob's was buying me drinks all night.
Facts. Boz stay lit. Every
Boz
time you
kept
see,
me
every time you see that boy where you can drink alcohol, man, he gonna get crunk for sure, for
He
sure.
can say, hey, "You want another drink?" I'm like, "Shit."
Was
Why not?
He buying you shots and shit?
Yeah, we was just
Drinks.
drinking.
Drinking?
We
Whew.
was in that bitch. And then it was like a damn high school reunion.
Oh,
that
man.
bitch.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
was
that
like-
was,
not high school, but like
Damn near like
hip-hop-
college,
hip-hop
college
high school.
reunion,
Yeah.
basically.
Rhino's
College of the
birthday bash.
streets.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun night.
Shit,
definitely.
we anytime I'm drinking with Mario, bro, he double up on the shots. So every time
Nice.
he drinking, it's double shots of everything, bro.
Nice.
So he be getting me fucked up, man.
Sounds like
Man.
some
The only
Southside
way.
shit.
Yeah, that's why we're taking it easy today.
Yeah, low
Damn.
key.
A little early today. It's a Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
We are doing champagne or mimosas.
Let go.
You know what?
Dirty champagne, right?
Yeah,
Right.
And I felt like purposely last night I didn't get like. Do we even drink yesterday?
Yeah, happy belated, by the way,
Yeah,
bro.
for real. Yeah,
I
happy
didn't think I
belated,
did.
man.
Thank you, appreciate
Yeah,
it. It was
yeah.
my birthday was yesterday. Harris's birthday was Friday.
facts.
Oh, both of y'all
Shit,
happy
damn,
belated.
for real,
Just
for real.
comes
We
back
always
to
link-
back.
We
Facts.
always link up for the birthdays. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. For
Did
sure.
y'all? You said y'all went to the strip club. Is that what you did for the
Nah,
birthday?
See, I
What you
did
do?
all that. So I've been out here for like a few weeks now. At this
Okay.
point. So I feel like I turned up all month for my birthday type shit. So I did all the turning up early, and then last night. So for this fool's birthday, we ended up going to some bougie shit.
Hell yeah.
Was it a club?
Soho Club or Soho House.
Soho House. Yeah, it's like
So on Congress, the new,
Yeah.
how's that?
it's cool. It's like some private.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
mean, it's
like,
cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's
be on-
basically just some 04 shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta check in type shit.
Yeah, because I was working there at the last job that I was doing,
Yeah.
and that shit was just a shit show. So I was curious to see how it turned out.
Yeah,
So
man.
It's cool. I mean, it's cool.
I think those are like were they like subscription type
Yeah.
hotels, right?
Yeah, they got the hotel rooms, and then they got like the little club and shit, and then they got like
Food and
the little
pool.
Yeah, they got all the amenities. You know, so I
like
mean,
some upscale.
it's music lane. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Membership club. Type
Yeah.
thing. Like Costco, but for clubs.
Yeah.
Cali type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Did y'all have to dress up and shit?
I mean,
Dress
we
nice.
we were told to dress up, but
I mean,
I just kind of kept. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I put pants on.
Yeah.
right? Facts. I did
I
put pants on.
I
Yeah,
don't, like some black shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny, bro.
Formal.
facts.
But yeah,
I
man.
definitely still went in there on my regular shit though.
Yeah. Did y'all have to RSVP for it? Like
Yeah,
to actually get
no,
in?
for sure.
Yeah. It's like an invite.
It was fucked up. They made Tank way outside and shit. I was heated.
damn.
I was heated.
Yeah, they did. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, low key. Like I said, I was just in Cali, bro. We tried to hit this club downtown San Francisco, and
Yeah.
it was like that. It was some like exclusive, like fucking. It wasn't like a BDSM club, but they have like fucking. Like,
Where was it? In like Fi-Dye or some shit?
bro? I ain't gonna even lie to
Right.
you, fam. But it's upstairs and it has a
Yeah.
bar downstairs.
Right.
But like, so we pull up. We like, hey yo. Trying to get in,
Right,
you feel me?
right.
They're like, oh no, is your name on the list? And it's
Yeah.
like, hell no. Did you hit our website? I'm like,
Right.
nah.
Nah.
He was like, yeah, let me go upstairs and let me check and see if we got room for 3.
Right.
Came back down looking disappointed, bro. It was like, oh man, bro.
City
Can't
be
let
crazy,
y'all
man.
in.
The city
He
be
probably just
crazy.
went up for a drink. It was like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make myself look like
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, bro? He wasn't gonna let
You
me
can't look
in.
like an asshole to
Went
people.
to the shop real quick.
But yeah, man. So,
All right, I'm gonna tell these people can't come in.
Thanks for the shot, bro. Needed that break.
bro, y'all are crazy, man. But nah, so just give some backstory on the both of y'all, man. Talk about just some of the beginnings with y'all, like who y'all are, where y'all are from, and the whole nine, man.
So yeah, man. LNS crew, obviously, you know, we've been
Rocking for a hot minute.
rocking for a hot minute. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Austin, Texas is where we kind of like, you know, put it all together. Kid. So now it's basically me, Kid, Tank, Harris, Charlie.
Facts. Charlie be working though.
Charlie be working though.
Okay.
But you know, it started here. Me and Kid and Tank. Well, Kid and Tank had a group that was successful.
Yeah, I mean they've been brothers, so they've been knowing each other from like literally the jump
Back
out the
in the
womb.
day.
You feel me?
For like the origins of it, they had a group called Impact. It was
Heel toe, man.
Yeah,
heel toe.
Remember
Yeah, no,
Impact,
for
bro.
sure.
Back
you
in the
know.
day, yeah,
They definitely
so-
had like a whole wave. you know?
Yeah.
that was like a big old motion that kind of like started everything, and then once that kind of dissipated, I guess for a lack of a better word for myself.
Whoa.
Here we go.
My
Well,
bad.
Damn, it's popping.
I was trying to be
Shout out
discreet
Mario.
about that, but
Right.
Hey, sound
Thank you,
effects,
sir.
sound
Yeah.
effects. Everything.
Hey, shit, man. Better than stealing than a face. You feel me?
I know. I was like, I'm gonna just point the other way. 'cause
No blood, no
last
foul.
thing we
Shit.
need is somebody's
Right.
blood on screen.
Motherfucking OSHA shit from a podcast. Shit.
We don't have insurance, guys.
Dumb and
Right.
Dumber where he kills the owl or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead.
This shit is mad funny. But yeah, so basically after Impact kind of fizzled out or whatever, kids started this LNS stuff. And me and Kid had been like, we went to high school and shit together, so we was always like, it really started as Southern Boy Entertainment, if I'm being honest.
Facts.
But then, you know, the Impact shit happened, and then after that, it switched to LNS. So then we just kind of started taking it serious. And we had got like this management situation. Oh shit, this your cup, Harris. Look, you see Harris, man.
That mimosa. It's calling them.
We had to bribe him.
We had got like this
Hey, man.
management situation right around the time we met this fool. And it was like, it was a cool situation. Like they put us in a lot of tours and stuff like that. And so we was doing that. We met this fool. The story of how I met this fool is actually really funny.
Hell yeah.
I did. So we had a show. I hosted this show on West Campus during like Roundup Week. It was like a Slim Thug show. KJ Hines was performing.
Oh, damn.
A bunch of who else was? I don't even know. Did we perform on that bitch? I don't even
Nah,
think we
you were
booked.
hosting.
I was just hosting it. Yeah, I was hosting shows for a while. It was fun. That was a good time. But like, I was hosting the show for Slim Thug, and it was turned. And Slim Thug didn't show up till hell late, so I was basically just like keeping this crowd entertained for like 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
And but we just got turned up. We crowd surfing and doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
This your first time hosting?
No, it wasn't my first time hosting at that point. It was like,
Was that the biggest West Campus show you had done?
nah, between that and the Tone Loc show.
Right.
The Tone Loc show was crazy too. But that was the biggest show I had hosted, I guess, where I'm in
Right.
front of the crowd the whole time
Facts.
instead of just doing a little set.
Biggest show you've ever hosted?
Yeah, so the whole night I'm the Slim Thug guy. That's all everybody that see me. So we walking around at the end of the night.
And you gotta remember, he's a white rapper on campus,
Yeah.
right? So everyone's just like, I can be like him.
Facts. And so I'm like walking around. We ended up linking with some dude that was on MTV at the time.
Yeah, when they had that Cribs show. No, it wasn't Cribs. It was
It was some
Real
weird
Life.
ass show.
Real Life. That's what it was. Real Life.
It was like a
Yeah,
real life
yeah.
show.
Real Life
they were in
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
So they had, so we ended up hanging out with this fool at his he was going to school there now or whatever.
Right.
And I remember I don't remember exactly all the details. Harris was there, and that's where we first met Harris. Now Harris had a whole fucking beard this night, right? Like looking.
Yeah, shout out my homie Swindles too. 'Cause
Big
he was
ass
the one
beard.
that
Swindles
linked
was
me.
there. Yeah, shout out Swindles. Swindles was there, and that's how Harris was there because Harris knew Swindle, and we had been getting beats from Swindles, me and Kid, and Swindles made some fire beats. He produced
Facts.
like what was that first record on the Unmixed?
Figure Me Out.
Yeah, he produced a lot of dope records from back in the day. But anyway, fast forward, Harris was there. Whoop de whoop. We end up. This dude started like bugging us walking back to the car from MTV homie's house, and they were like, he was like asking if we had a backpack, and we were like, dude, we don't got your fucking backpack. Get the fuck away.
It was like some raggedy, like
Some
drag
like-
rat type
You know what I'm
cat.
saying?
you
Just
know?
like some scrunchy, scuffed looking motherfucker, right? So he like walking up to us talking shit. And long story short, we ended up beating this fool up.
What?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, my
he was
homie
like, he
Swindles,
tried to
I've
swing
never
on
seen
us.
this fool fight in his life.
tried
And
to
he's
swing on
stomping
us.
this dude out with Kid and Cory, and I'm dying laughing.
So
I
we
don't
ended
even
up-
feel like jumping in because I'm like, yo, y'all got it.
Yeah,
Like,
right. I think y'all have it under control.
Yeah, so we ended up like beating this fool up because he tried to swing on. I think he tried to swing on Swindles or somebody.
Yeah, well, I think y'all were just like, yo, like if y'all
And
don't
then
go
me
away.
and Kid were
like-
like, "You gonna try to swing on Swindles?" Like,
Yeah.
Out of everybody, you gonna swing on this fool?
yeah, I
Like,
mean, I can see that because Swindles was definitely the
think
last one. So he's
this
like,
is
he's one to take out.
mind you, this is like 15 years ago.
Yeah, no,
Shit,
for sure.
for sure. And so, long story short, we beat the fool up, take our go home, go to sleep. The next morning, me and Kid wake up over at the crib, and we go to get some weed. We going to see my boy to get some weed. So, but we walking down Riverside, like
Nah, facts.
right, like
There's like some 4-1 shit.
I don't even
you
know.
know?
We was like right there by Montopolis, pretty much.
Yeah,
feel
I think it was like
And this
around
fool
Pleasant
Harris
Valley.
pulls up in the car, just sees us walking and pulls up. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" But he had shaved his whole beard
Yeah.
off.
Oh, you're like, what the
Didn't even know who it
Who the
was.
fuck are you? He's like, oh yeah, I shaved my beard. It's me from last night. And I was like, we were like, oh shit. He's like, what are y'all doing? We were like, shit, going to get some weed. He's like, oh, I need some weed too. Y'all
Facts.
want to ride? I was like, hell yeah. So ever since then, we just been cool as fuck. And
Hey.
It's like,
Harris
did we
been
become
there.
best friends? Like, shit. you know
We
what I'm saying?
just did. So then Harris, he
This was back when
he-
Cory was living on Riverside. Too.
He had been hitting us up to work. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
facts,
To
for
like
sure.
to send us beats and shit. I don't know.
At the time, I was doing like a mixtape series with a lot of local cats.
So at the time, this fool's Facebook profile was just like a picture of Exhibit. So me and Kid never really took
Like
it
the
so
meme,
serious.
like you know that meme picture of Exhibit.
yeah.
That's what the picture was.
This was before memes was a thing, though.
Yeah.
Like,
You were
it was
ahead
like-
of your time.
No, facts,
Yeah,
facts.
so like way ahead of his time. Just had a picture of Exhibit, so we never like took it serious. And then now this fool got us in the car, so he starts playing his beats and shit. We're like, man, these shits is hard.
Nah, facts.
And then he was like, yeah, I've been trying to hit y'all up. We're like, wait, you the Exhibit guy? And he was like, hell yeah. So then ever since then, we started rapping on Harris beats back in the day, and that's really when it started. Like, I feel like kind of snowballing. The LNS movement kind of took off and shit.
Got you. Do y'all actually have musical backgrounds? Like growing up, like did you play instruments and same?
Yeah, I mean, my pops, so I actually grew up, around the Austin area, you know what I'm saying, like around Drock, Dripping Springs, but I moved to Dripping Springs when I was in high school. So like growing up on the north side, right, all the Packies, right, they would like rent out like, like community halls or like middle schools or high schools or whatever, and they would have like big concerts where they would just do like covers of like popular songs or whatever. So like growing up, my pops was always like playing keyboards or singing, and he would try to wrangle all the kids around. So like, yeah, we were performing in front of like 200 plus people, but they're all fucking Packies from the north side, so none of this matters.
Hold on, so you're singing or playing instruments?
Nah, we were singing. Like,
Okay.
but my pops was playing piano.
So
Like, he was,
you ain't never I ain't never know this shit out here.
yeah, well, I mean, it was like,
This is out here on some Slumdog Millionaire
yeah,
shit.
some Jackson 20. Yeah, so no, that shit. I mean, but at the time, I was just like, pops, I'd rather like play video games than fucking practice
weren't feeling
piano
it.
or sing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to play fucking Mario Kart. So I was just like, yeah, fuck this shit.
I feel that. It's still. I feel like kids are still the same way.
No, big facts. And then, but yeah, and then so once I moved to Dripping Springs when I was in high school, right? And then my friends I met there, they had started rapping, making beats or whatever. Their shit was trash, But it got me into it, and then I moved to UT, sort of saw like the local movement that was happening there. And at the time I was like, man, I really feel like I should move to like Houston or New York or to LA or some shit. Cause I was like, no one's really doing shit here. But I was broke at the time. So I was like, I can't even imagine moving to Houston, much less fucking New York or LA, So yeah, ended up dropping out, trying to do music, linked up with Kid and Cory,
Yeah.
and then we just made it pop.
So that was your musical background, was just the singing though?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
weren't
you
You
I'd
weren't
seen
like
my pop.
band or nothing?
No, I mean, I'd taken band in middle school. I played tuba. I tried to get on drums, and they put me
Hey.
on tuba.
Same scenario, bro.
for sure.
I
They
wanted
be-
to play snare. They put me on tuba, bro.
Yeah, that shit.
Literally.
I
Damn
should
near
have tried to
cried.
change instruments. I rocked with it for 2 years. I didn't practice or anything, so my grades was terrible. I didn't realize you gotta fake your practice cards. You feel? I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna practice. Like, I'm not turning this shit in. Like, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
You weren't just at home busting down on the tube.
yeah, bruh. I was just like, y'all crazy. Like, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah.
And then 2 years out of the shit, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this shit.
That's funny,
feel you.
man. That's funny. Yeah, that's literally the same shit that happened to me,
Nah,
bro.
for sure,
That's-
man.
It was like either the tuba, the
tuba
clarinet.
just, like,
Hey, I got
Deflated y'all.
PTSD post tuba.
They gave y'all the weak ass instrument.
Bro, I'm saying, man. Gave us the
Damn.
biggest instrument.
Like,
that,
you know
bro.
what? Get him a tuba.
You can't handle that.
He looked like he
skinny
can
as
hold
fuck back
it.
then,
Yeah.
man.
All I ever got to mess around with was that fucking recorder that they gave everybody at some point.
that- the
Recorder,
recorder, yeah.
chill out, playing hot cross buns and shit.
Hockey, that's like what did it for me. That was like what started it all. The little recorder. card.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is tight.
Hey,
I was like,
actually-
this is school. I can just sit here and fuck around and do this shit.
Right?
If we talking about musical background, I feel like Ocarina of Time. You feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Shit, right.
That shit
GameCube
started
just
that
fucking
shit.
going hard on the
Hey,
remote.
man.
Like, oh, I should play instruments,
learning
bro.
about scales and shit. You're like, yo, this full Link is tough, man. Shit.
No
I
cap.
thought ocarinas were for pussies,
Yo,
man.
that's stupid, man.
You just gotta plug in like RCA to an old TV through the 64 and then
Sample that
bust
shit.
out the arc.
Gotta be live.
The fucking what's it? How you
The
say it?
ocarina?
The
Ocarina?
ocarina.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they just shit all over Guitar Hero, right?
Right, facts.
Yeah, you had like the four, what was it, like 5? It was like the yellow keys you could play.
Yeah, facts. On the
64,
controller. Yeah.
So you got 4 keys. You
Right.
could probably make some tight little 8-bit
Sample.
sounds.
Nah,
Yeah.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Cats definitely sampled that shit for sure.
Hell yeah.
And what about you, Cory? Parents ever do music?
So
or-
yeah, so like my grandpa played the my great grandpa, he just played all sorts of shit, and then my grandpa played the saxophone. So he gave me a saxophone when I was hella young, and then they always had like pianos and shit. And then my great grandpa had like an antique shop on the coast and shit. So he had got this drum set one day, and I would just beat the shit out of it all the time when I was young. You know what I mean? So I was always like around music, but nobody really was just like performing music in my life. And then I just remember doing like that recorder shit when I was young, and then like being in choir and shit in like elementary school. So I would be like singing and shit in choir, and then up, I think elementary school through like 7th grade, I was in band. So I was playing like drums and trombone and piano, and they would just mix me up. I did trumpet for a little while. Okay. I didn't really fuck with saxophone. I was like, it's too much work.
Yeah.
You know
Too
what I mean?
much breathing technique thing.
Yeah, it's just too much work.
Hey, and
for
the
me.
keys be hella complicated.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, like
I think I probably excelled most at like drums and piano.
Yeah.
But like
right. Which helps a lot with the
I was
production.
kind of nice on the trombone though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're
Pause.
gonna have to bring it back.
I'm dead. He said, "Yeah, I played the flute and the trombone, man. Those are my favorite instruments."
You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Pause for real.
When did y'all get into like rap and shit? Like, was it at a young age? Were y'all listening to rap early?
So yeah, like my cousins and shit put me on rap. I think the first song not the first song I listened to. I remember the first song I got in trouble listening to. I was like, my cousin had gave me like one of them Pop Now tapes or whatever, and it had TLC, or not TLC, goddamn, Salt and Pepper, Let's Talk About Sex on
Oh
it.
man.
And I remember I was in my Walkman one day just listening to Let's Talk About Sex, and my mom was like, "What are you listening to?" And like took my headphones. She was like, "Oh hell no!" Shit. And I was like, "Damn!" That's when I knew. I was like, "Boom!" And then my cousins would be like, put me on like 2 Hour Crew and shit back then, and just like some real ratchet shit for that time period. So I was like, "Damn, this is tight." And so we would just freestyle. And I was always good at it. It started out like, just like dissing your homies. Mm-hmm. So we would have like whoever had the best 4 bars, you would, you know what I'm saying?
Going
and I was
ham on
always,
each other.
Yeah, I was always nice with it. So I would always like roast. It really started with Jabari.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like way back, me and Jabari would just like roast each other for like, me, Jabari, and Chris. We would just have little roast sessions. And I was always the best at it. And so then that turned into like freestyle, and I realized I was kind of good at that. And then I met Kid in like freshman year in high school. We had like study hall, and he put me on SoundClick, like the little beat.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
the beat
When cats were
website,
selling
man.
their beats on
we
SoundClick.
would just be on SoundClick, all study hall, just listening to beats and like freestyling and shit. And then I started writing. He was like, "You should try to write." Literally, this was like, "You should try to write because you're kind of nice with the freestyle." I was like, "Shit, all right." So I remember I went home. This was like freshman year of high school. I went home and I like wrote a rap. I brought it back the next day. I was like, "Yo, check this out." He's like, "Yo, this kind of fire."
Yeah.
He's like, "You should keep doing this shit." And so I was like, "Bet." So then I was already cool with Kid and Tank's little brother Randy. That was like my dog. Even though I was in the same grade as Kid, Tank was a grade ahead of us. Randy was a grade below us. But me and Randy was working at the retirement home together when we was like 14, like some young getting money. You know what I mean? So like, whoop-de-whoop. I go over to their house one day after school, and Sheila's up in there. And shit,
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, "Who's the little white boy gonna rap?"
Hell yeah.
So they had like this little studio in the closet, and we had like the sock over the microphone shit.
Room handle.
Old school shit.
And I went in there and laid my first verse down. I remember that, and like I was cussing all over that.
Nice.
Shit. And I remember. Kid mom comes in, she's like, "Oh, you're not gonna be cussing. This is nice, but you're not just gonna be in here cussing at my house like that."
Nice.
I was like, "Okay, cool, I got you." And then, and then basically, I forget what his name was. This dude that we went to school with put like Fruity Loops and Acid Pro on my computer at my mom's house.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so from then it was just a rap. I was
a rap.
making beats and shit like freshman year of high school. Doing like, it was just a demo too, so you had to like bounce everything out. And so
Where did y'all go to high school at, bro? Just real quick.
that was at Westwood. So I went to like a bunch of different.
Corey's from the north side.
Okay.
He moved here when he
I'm
was in high
north side
school, but he's
too.
from the north
Yeah.
side.
North side too.
I went to Westwood. I mean, so technically I was supposed to graduate 06, but the first high school I went to was Anderson, and then like I only went there for like 2 weeks, and then I went to Westwood for freshman year, and then McNeil, and then like the alternative schools, ALC and the Rock,
Okay.
and then a bunch of other schools like in Oregon.
Got you.
Yeah.
Were you back and forth between Austin and Oregon a lot, or?
Yeah, towards like the middle of high school, I was.
Yeah.
I got in a lot. I was getting in trouble, so my mom was like, "Yeah, you gonna go live."
That's where you're from, right? Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I moved to Texas in 7th grade, like
Okay.
middle of 7th grade. So
Okay.
I went to Murchison Middle School.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to middle school here. There you go.
Yeah.
I thought you went to high school here.
Nah, I went to middle school. I went to Murchison Middle School, 7th and 8th grade,
That's what's up.
Oh shit.
and then went to Anderson for like 2 weeks because that was like where you went from Murchison. And then my mom had moved, so we moved like off Anderson Mill pretty much. So he's over there. Went to Westwood, got in trouble, got kicked out of my mom's house, ended up staying with my homie's house over on McNeil with his family. And his mom was mad cool, so I just pretty much, she was like, just get a job, and you can chill. I was like 15. My mom wasn't fucking with me.
Yeah,
She was like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? We're cool. Like, I love my mom now, but back then it was like a different story.
A lot of button heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was living in my homie's house with like his sister and him, and it was crazy. Jabari was up in there. It was
Right.
like it's basically like a foster house, like,
Yeah.
but not
Shit.
really a foster.
Everybody
house.
was just posted
It was
up
just
there.
like my homies. My homie's mom was mad cool and like took care of all the kids in the neighborhood type shit.
She
You know
looked
what I
out.
mean? So shout out Christy, shout out Chris. They held us down, but it was a bunch of us in there, and I started going to McNeil when I went over there. So I went to McNeil for I don't know however long. I got kicked out of McNeil. Sent to the alternative school.
Boy, was you fighting? What was we getting kicked out for?
I was just like a pothead, bro.
Okay.
Like I've been a pothead since like 7th grade.
Slacking.
I've been smoking weed forever, bro. So like
Yeah.
back then it wasn't like even now like obviously you don't want kids in school smoking weed.
Of course.
But like
But it was more.
I was like I was like the little stoner, little pothead kid.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I had my shit together. My grades were trash though, because I went to so many different schools. I never like.
It's hard to keep
Cared.
up with.
It was like, I never like knew what the fuck was going on anymore.
Yeah.
Because then, like from there, I got kicked out. Went to alternative school. Then I went to rehab. Then I came back. Went back to alternative school. Went back to Westwood. Then left Westwood. Went to Oregon. Went to like 3 different schools out there. It was crazy.
Shit.
Damn. I was always too nervous to smoke weed during school, bro. Like I was an athlete.
Right.
So like I'm like, oh, they're gonna drug test me this week. Like, no.
I didn't start smoking weed till senior year, right? Because everyone stops carrying senior year.
Exactly.
So I was like, I bet. Plus, that was the
Exactly.
year I got a car too, so then it's a lot easier to make
Hey.
moves, you know?
Yeah, I was doing a lot more than smoking weed in high school.
Yeah.
Right.
Living life
I
fast.
lived like real fast.
Nah, we would be up in the fucking
It goes down
restroom
the
in
north
middle
side,
school.
man.
Just
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of that shit on my system at a young.
Yeah.
like too young.
like the rebellious part, just that where you lost calm.
Well, yeah, like knock on wood, I haven't had any trouble with the law since as an adult. So,
That's good, yeah.
I mean, all my law trouble was as a child.
That's what happened still, because it's the same for me. Like got into
It just made me smarter. Pretty
Yeah,
much. I was
you
like,
realize
I know
early
what
on.
not to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so for
So-
sure, same here.
Man. You didn't airdrop any tracks yet, have you?
Nah,
Have you airdropped anything?
Nah, I can't definitely.
Or are we playing something
I
that
think it's
we
time. I
have
think it's
on
time to run some real quick,
So,
man. Yo,
yeah.
are you sending us like unreleased shit or is this,
Everything gonna be unreleased.
let's go?
Because the label ain't let me.
Straight drop.
I love hearing some exclusives.
And then you are with Davies, right?
Yeah, I'm with Davies now. Shout out Davies. I'm saying Dream.
That's
Team.
with Question too, right? And
Yeah.
Bankroll.
Questions my manager up. Bankroll is
Shout
my
out
label
Question.
mate. Daniel
Live.
up there too.
It's live, man.
Cool little spot,
Yeah.
man. They take good care of us up there, man. Shout out to all my shout out to Cam, my CEO up there. Marcus, everybody up there, man. They all good people, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, we getting ready to drop a bunch of shit.
Feel free to, y'all can pop this one too, bro, if you want.
Yeah, y'all going about that and shit.
I'm just
Shit,
topping
man, I'm not
myself
trying
off.
to take
Yeah.
out nobody.
Let's see. Let me see. What's y'all on the move for? You know.
Shit, man. You versatile with it, bro.
Yeah.
So shit.
What's y'all want like? So I mean, what's your favorite Cory Kendrix style?
Like,
You
okay.
want the old school boom bap
So
shit?
that's what I was about to say. When I first got familiar with LNS, I want to say it was like Kid came out with like Jungle,
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
the shit
for sure.
downtown
That's
in the
why I mean, we
alley.
came out
For
boom
sure.
bap.
You know what I'm saying?
Super boom bap.
Yeah, it was a vibe for sure.
Y'all, I always considered y'all boys like the pack div, that backpack,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, of
No, for
Austin.
sure. It was
you know
mad
what I'm
hipster.
saying?
for
Yeah,
sure.
you know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
a vibe for sure.
So I fuck with that, but I fuck with you like the new shit you did. I like that shit you got with Johnny Jukebox.
Oh yeah, me and Johnny got some vibes.
Yeah.
We just got
Nah, they can
did
both
another
sing.
one.
For
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah, we just did another
Yeah.
one the other day. That's stupid, bro.
Bro.
Me and Johnny
So
got
yeah,
records.
nah, shit. Come with whatever,
All
man.
right, I'm gonna give you like the first. We got me and Bank about to drop this Purple Tape,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna send you the Purple Tape real quick.
Coming soon.
Oh, I gotta turn on my shit real quick.
Got you.
You ever seen that Mimosa where it's like, and the drop of OJ? And
You want Mario?
Splash, bro.
You want
Splash.
the IDK
Splash.
MacBook or Mario?
Mario.
But
I've
this
been
might take a little second because it's a whole long. Oh, never mind.
Nah,
Shout out to AirDrop.
Shit,
For real.
hey.
AirDrop be
Revolutionary,
Shout out Apple.
bro.
Right.
For real.
Fucking up the game.
I always like mimosas, bro. I've never really drank mimosas unless I'm out with my girl or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing like the domain and
brunch,
shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah.
I fuck with mimosas though.
My shit is Cavassier and orange juice.
Cavassier and
Nice.
orange juice. Okay.
I
I'm
feel
not a
you.
big orange juice person,
Okay.
but I like it with mimosas.
Yeah,
I'm not a big
I was trying
orange
to find
juice
other
person.
juices, but that's all they had. And I was like, right
Like
by
apple
there, so-
juice. Have you had apple juice and champagne? That's the way.
I've had like what do they have? Like the berry juices.
But I
and stuff
like
Nah,
apple juice,
facts.
though.
Go tropical with
Okay.
it.
I'm like
Yeah.
an apple juice head.
Apple juice.
You gotta go with the exotic juice. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
It's like
That's like the Mexican version of exotic pop, exotic juice. Yeah, I only drink tamarind and fucking Moet. You feel me?
Let's
Stupid.
see. Tamarind and roll. Yo, that might be kind of good though.
Nah, that bitch gonna hit though.
That sounds
real.
kind of fire.
That's mixology.
Not
You
gonna
feel
lie.
me?
for real.
So you sent the whole tape?
That's the rough. This the rough.
You want me to just start off from the beginning, or
Yeah,
we're
just
gonna
play the
jump through
first
it?
two. We can run the first two. They short. They like this like the rough take of it. But yeah, the records are good. It's me and Bank shit. So we got this whole tape coming out called Purple Tape.
Okay.
I produced the first record on here. This is like some boom bap shit, and the second one kind of some loose.
Okay.
See how I can catch the vibe, see where that shit going.
Hey yo, somebody put a milli on my raps, watch it double up. It's a cold world, bitch, you better bundle up. It's that Pyrex flow, watch it bubble up. Y'all keep walking to the money, I'ma run it up. What the fuck? I'm the shit, you just some bubble guts. And my bitch got a bubble butt. The only thing she get is hard dick and bubble gum. My grandmother say I'm troublesome. Hey yo, I'm back with another one. I'm dropping bars like I'm weightlifting. You fucking snakes keep on shape shifting. Stay bitchin', loud ass Ricky Lake bitches. You fake bitches, really make me hate bitches. It's all the same shit, I'm way different. Big smoke, I stay lifted.
I'm in the room on some shrooms, so I stay trippin'. Hey bitches, I'm back with it, so I can't kick it. These niggas just hate the way I'm blade drippin'. I'm really the realest and keep that motion. You niggas on whole shit, oh shit, that type shit get you the whole clip. Living as deep as the ocean, double my cup and double my dosage. I move slowly, Southside coast, the nigga won't try me, we gon' roast them like we poster. I'm for
Really be
real.
snapping.
I get you caught in a pickle, like what's the deal? Nigga wanna talk with fall back, I'm not really with all that. Put a hole in your ball cap, I ride around with some tall straps, not thugging what you call that, boy. Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, man.
That shit is hard, man.
The whole project is pretty much fire.
Shit, when's this supposed to be dropping?
Before the album for sure.
Yeah.
So it's like that. I got that. So I got a few things in the pocket.
Yeah.
I just turned in the EP called. I guess I can tell y'all the name. I ain't told nobody else.
That shit.
It's called the Gumbo EP.
Okay.
It's just a little flavor pack, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You on a production?
Yeah, I got like 3. I think I got 3 on there.
Okay.
3 on there. I think there's 9 records total on it. So it's like just a little flavor pack.
Yeah.
Give you a little taste of everything that's about to happen with the album.
Got you. I always appreciate the boom bap shit, bro, because people are moving away from it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got like that Detroit
Myself
sound.
included,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Myself included.
Nah, bro. Nah.
I definitely-
I think if you master something, bro, you know what I'm saying? Keep the tracks there.
I'm not.
Keep
Yeah,
the-
I'm not gonna step away from it completely. I feel like as a
gotta
rapper,
dabble in something
especially
else.
as a rapper who started with the boom bap shit. Like I just appreciate bars, like and just like coming with some gritty, grimy shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like I always tap into it.
Yeah.
But I definitely have tried to adapt and keep up with all the new shit too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's pretty much what the Gumbo is. Just a little flavor of everything of what I'm trying to do. But I'm gonna keep it true to everything. And always have bits and pieces of everything. That's my problem. I'm a big versatile person, so
Yeah.
I switch my style up all the time.
Yeah.
So it's hard to keep a project just cohesively one feel the whole way through. I like to switch it up.
Yeah.
But that's the hardest part is making it flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have y'all been? Have fans been more receptive to it? It's because
Well, I ain't putting it out, man. So
well, I'm just saying, like, just you sounding different on tracks. You being more versatile, like you being more melodic.
So before the deal and shit, I had put out an R&B project. I don't know if y'all heard it. It's like
that's the
Me Right Now.
I was just bumping that this morning.
Yeah, so like
right,
I had put out
right now, right?
and it was cool. Like I don't feel like I really knew what I was doing putting it out and shit, so it didn't really maybe get as much traction as I could have potentially got if I would have pushed it harder.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got different fans, not necessarily the same fans, but like I got different fans. So like now I got the boom bap people, and now I got people that like my R&B shit. So it's kind of like. It's kind of not like trading.
So wider
It's
range.
just wider, yeah. So now it's like, I'll do some R&B shit. Now I'm rocking with Johnny on some shit. Me and Johnny will do some songs.
Yeah.
And I'll reach out to his audience. So then now I'm opening my shit up a little bit more. But I can still go do some boom bap shit with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like I linked up with Griselda and Conway and shit.
Yeah.
Did a bunch of video work with them. And that kind of like lit the fire back under me for some. Like I was like, these fools is making it work. So I was like, I want to.
How did that come about, bro? Because I of course I saw it on your IG and shit.
Yeah.
That's live as fuck. Because
No, it was super tight.
Me myself, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say I was one of the first, but I was early on Griselda, bro, here in Texas.
Yeah.
Like, I would tell my
To be honest, I didn't even know who the fuck they were the day it happened.
Hey,
No cap. No disrespect. Those are the homies now. You know what I mean? But like,
I always tell the story, bro. Like one of my favorite rappers, bro, is Rock Marciano.
yeah, I know,
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
Rock is
And he has some like West Side. He collabs with West Side. He fucking Conway, Benny all them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who the fuck is this? You know,
Yeah.
sounding like some old
all
school
go
Wu-Tang
hard.
shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So the way that happened was, back in the day when we was, me and Kid had like the management situation back in the day.
From H-Town.
And in H-Town, it was like it's like Rap a Lot affiliated people and shit. You know what I mean? So we had like some ties to that shit. And then one of the homies, they hit me up like, yo, I'm living in Denver at this time. He's like, yo, my Houston homie hit me. He was like, you know any DJs in Denver? And I had just started DJing like probably like a month prior to that. So I was like, yeah, I DJ. They're like, oh, can you DJ for Benny? And I was like, who? He's like, Benny
It's
the
like
Butcher.
Benny the Bull.
Benny the Butcher. And I think I had heard the name like once or twice. So I hit Harris. So I was like, yo, should I DJ for this food?
I was like, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, do that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I hit him back. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Does it pay or whatever? He's like, yeah. He's like, we'll pay you $300, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, say less. I'm there. You know what I mean? Just tell me when. He's like, I'm gonna link you with the Rock Nation people. And I was like, Rock Nation people? What the fuck? I was like, okay. So I get to looking shit up.
You're like, oh fuck.
I was like, damn, these fools is kind of nice. I was like, this is tight. I was like, cool. I was looking at Benny the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So then Rock Nation hit me and they're like, okay, it's just Conway. Conway's gonna be the only one there. He don't have his manager. He don't have nobody there. Sound checkers at this time. Show up, get set up. They'll have your credentials and everything. So they emailed me the records. Like I didn't meet Conway the whole time until like he got on stage, basically. So I get to the club, I set up. And then, from that point, I'm like, who the fuck is Conway? Because I ain't never heard of Conway. I had heard of Benny the Butcher, just the name, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who the fuck is Conway? So I look at Conway, I'm like, damn, Conway kind of...
Nice with it, too.
He nice to fuck with it. So, like, whoop-de-whoop, pull up. It's a Freddie Gibbs concert. So now I'm, like, putting everything together. I was like, oh, this is tight. I done did some shows with Freddie already. So I was like, cool, it's a Gibbs show. I'm getting paid to be here. I was like, not a bad situation.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy. Shout out EDF for plugging me in on that. So EDS managers... is Khan's manager, or like day-to-day person, you know what I mean? And that's how the whole connection happened with EDF. Was like, yo, you know any DJs in Denver? So whoop-de-whoop, Khan don't show up. I'm backstage. I'm chilling with like Stiz. You know Stiz from
Cousin Steve.
Stiz?
Yeah.
So I'm chilling with Stiz in the green room and shit, and some other homies from Boston that were out there, just like chilling, you know what I mean? Gibbs is in there, everybody's chilling, no Conway. I'm asking people, like, yo, did Con show up yet? They're like, nah, he ain't show up yet, but he'll be here. So boom, then the stage director come again, he's like, yo, it's time to go set up, Con about to go on. I was like, well, shit. He's like, just get up there, he'll be here. So I get up there, get set up, and mind you, I ain't never. I've been rapping for forever, but I ain't never DJ'd for nobody. This is like the first.
That's the first official.
This was
rap
the first
DJ gig.
official rap DJ situation I ever did where I was DJing for
It's
somebody
with Griselda and Gibbs.
Yeah,
That shit
so
is crazy.
I get up there and I'm kind of like, man, don't fuck. I've been DJing for like a month, bro. Like just at the crib with it type shit.
Yeah.
Like thinking I'm hot and shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm nice. What kind of nice? So I'm like, shit. I got time to kill, so they gave me some records, some Conway records that weren't released yet to play before he went
Type
on
the
stage.
crowd.
So they were just they were like, gauge it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you feel like he gonna show up, just start playing his records a little bit. Then
Nice.
I just see this big puffy yellow jacket walking. I was like, there we go. All right. I was like, cool. So I started playing the records. I'm like, cool, everything working. Khan come up, he come, you ready? I'm like, yeah, let's run it. He's like, run this shit. So boom. Killed set.
Yeah.
Killed it, perfect. Didn't fuck up once. I was proud of myself. I'm smoking blunts on Instagram like,
I'd be
Fool
nervous.
get
I'd be
a ball
nervous.
thrown at him.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on. This is lit. You know what I mean? So killed the set, whoop-de-whoop. Soon as set's over, Khan dip off. And I was like, well, shit. I was trying to say what up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. So whoop-de-whoop, I pack up my shit. I go upstairs to the green room, and it's just Khan in there by himself. He's like, what we doing tonight? I'm like, what we doing tonight? I was like, you trying to kick it with me? He's like, yeah. He's like, where the hell is that? What we doing tonight? I had my girl there at the time. My ex, you know what I'm saying? She was with me. I was like, hey, go call with your friends and tell them, come on, let's go to the strip club.
Yeah.
So we go to the strip club, and I ain't gonna go into a whole lot of details, but the night was just me and Conway and some homegirls at the strip club for the
That's
whole night.
crazy.
That's
So I
wild.
got super tight with Con, and then we just stayed in touch. Me and him just like, talk on Instagram and text messages or whatever. So his manager too, he hit me up when they came back through town on the Griselda tour. So it was like everybody. He's like, yo, you know any videographers?
Like,
said, "Say
And I was
less."
like, yo, I just started doing videography.
This
too.
is why it pays to be a jack of all trades.
No,
Yeah,
facts,
so
man.
I
It's
sent him some-
2021.
I sent him some
We
clips.
all got phones.
I sent him some clips of Costa Rica. I had
Of your
just got
tour?
back.
Yeah.
I had just got back from Costa Rica. I had done these little videos in Costa
Recaps.
Rica when I was out there. Yeah. So I sent him those. He's like, yo, this is hard. He's like, come on, we'll pay you. So I pulled up. Then I shot the whole Griselda show in Denver and got cool. And they were like, yo, we gonna call you for filming shit on the rest of the tour because they were about to do the second leg and then the pandemic hit.
Oh.
So then, but that night I got tight with Flea too.
Flea Lord,
So yeah, so
man.
me and Flea got cool. Shout out Flea, and I did some video work with him through the pandemic. So I stayed tight with everybody.
Okay.
I still talk to everybody, but I just they kind of through the pandemic have escalated up to a level they
was
don't need
crazy
little.
times.
They
It was
don't really
crazy
need
times.
little over me.
Dog.
But if they in
Yeah.
Denver, they go holler at me. You know what I
That's
mean?
live, bro.
Yeah.
That whole little like pocket before Griselda like popped off
Nah,
was
for
like
sure.
it was like a hidden pocket, like if
Yeah,
you will,
I
right?
just stumbled
Well-
upon it. I ain't gonna act like I was.
Well, they were
like-
working with just about everybody back then too, right? 'Cause
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they were popping, and they're from Buffalo, so their path was a little different than like a lot of people that are like from like actual boroughs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? But I think people just recognize the work ethic and the quality of music.
they've been for a minute, right?
Yeah,
Just-
no,
they've
for
been
sure.
grinding.
And New York, their shit bubbled so much that Shay was just like, okay, I need to fuck with these guys. They're basically running
Right.
New York right now. You know?
Right. So
Man,
yeah,
that's
from
live as
there it
fuck.
just bubbled into that. Now I'm cool with it. I can on text message basis. I mean, not saying we best friends and shit,
Yeah.
but I can shoot a text and get a response probably. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Connections. That's dope.
It's cool. Yeah.
That's shit. Me, I would have tried to finesse a verse or something like, "Hey, bro, hey, got these beats."
You know what? And I feel like I've been doing a lot of like networking lately, just in different genres. And
Yeah.
I feel like I think that's why I've been able to get it. My footing where I have is because I don't ever talk music with these fools. I just keep it 100. Like me and Con kicked it the whole night. I didn't play this fool one record or one beat and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, get on there."
Probably
You
not
know
what he's
I'm
trying to like.
saying? Nah,
get.
he's trying to get
Yeah.
on some. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to turn up, have a good time.
He just had a whole show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did I send him some beats eventually? Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, it wasn't like
Right away, like
right away.
bombard him
Like,
and shit.
yeah, I wasn't like, oh, check out my shit. None of this. Or anybody that I'm working with is like on a bigger caliber than myself. I
But
try.
eventually, he like found out that
eventually,
you do music, right?
yeah, exactly. So eventually, you know what I'm saying? You keep it cordial with a person for a certain amount of time, and then eventually that's gonna happen naturally.
an organic
They're gonna be like, so what do you
relationship.
do? What's your? How did you get into all this? Whoop de whoop. And then that's when the conversation opens up, and you just keep it naturally like that. I feel like that's got me a lot further than trying to like press people like, and even like my homies that are like kind of famous and shit, they'll be like, man, it makes me cringe when people just want to walk up and start talking music.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean?
It's like in media and entertainment, everybody
or talk
tries
about
to
how
do
much
that.
for a feature
Yeah.
type shit or this and that. Like nobody wants to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Not in the moment, not there. There's a time and place for that, but like let it happen. I feel like you get a lot further if you let shit happen more organically when you're in those situations. Not everybody can get in those situations, obviously. So some people got to reach out and be like, how much for a
We
feature?
kind of
Sometimes
had
you
a
gotta be Big
situation
Sean.
like, yeah, we kind of had a situation like that at the Do Good
man.
event.
Yeah,
we were
man.
like sitting down. We were like obviously sitting down with the artists that were on the
Yeah.
lineup, which was just 3 artists.
No, for sure, they all dope.
And we were sitting down with the vendors and the Des
Yeah.
who was doing the event, and then we had this dude who'd sit down with us, and he was like having signing people for what was it?
It was for like
Legalize-
decriminalizing
yeah.
marijuana
Yeah.
here in Austin.
Yeah.
So this
Signed
random
it.
dude popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I always tell them? I don't live here anymore.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but like, we were like, cool, yeah, we're all for it. He asked, he's like, can I get on the podcast? I was like, yeah, if you want to talk
I'm
about
dead.
what you're working on.
I'm deceased.
I was like,
Yeah.
cool. Eventually, you just come back around because we are busy, and
Yeah.
we'll get it in.
working the schedule.
Yeah, he ended up sitting down with us talking about whatever, but he ended up like steering to other directions.
Plugging his music. Bro.
And I was like,
Nice.
bro, like,
I rap as well.
Hey,
I'm
you know
like,
I
He said,
did-
"Hey,
I
y'all
do
need
that
some
shit.
bars? What's up?"
I was like, bro, what about your job? Like,
Right,
what,
facts.
thought we
He's
were
like,
like,
yeah,
trying
all
to-
this shit's cool. But
He said,
I got
"Hey
a
man,
mixtape
by the
coming
way,
out
follow
next
me on Spotify. Legalize
Bro,
it."
he
You
gave
feel
his
me?
all his handles.
Yeah.
He was like, oh,
Nice.
I met
He's
so
like,
and so.
I'm on
It was
Reverb Nation.
crazy.
Yeah.
Facts, yeah.
He was like, yeah, I want to know the story how I met so and so. I was
Nice.
like, bro, does your job is your job okay with that?
Yeah.
He stayed quiet. He was like, no,
yeah.
whatever, bro.
So how's it been just like balancing like music, videography, you DJing, all this shit? You doing a bunch
Man,
of different shit.
Yeah, bro. It's been so since I signed. You know, now I'm a signed recording artist.
Congratulations.
So they
Yes,
pay me to
sir.
make music, and I've had to kind of like remember that. Like that's what I'm getting paid for right
Mm-hmm.
now. So I've been. It's been a little difficult to juggle everything because I feel like I gotta focus on just the music right now. Just
Yeah.
because I gotta turn in like a incredible album, so I get my next option type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to keep the contractual side of things legit, I should probably just keep doing what I'm doing, grinding.
Still a
on
job at the end of the day.
but
Take it.
I admit, I still shoot shit all the time. Like I've been doing a lot of EDM shit lately. I just went to Orlando and rocked this EDM festival with my boy OG Nixon.
Okay.
Shout out Luis and my boy Dom. He's like a big promoter in Denver. So I've been shooting all that too. But I was, actually rapped in Orlando at the festival, so it was pretty tight. It was like 10,000 people. It was crazy.
How was that like diving into the whole EDM?
It's been different, bro.
Yeah.
It's been cool though. Like, again, like well, especially there, I don't know who any of these DJs are and shit. But I'm like in a position to where I'm, hanging out with everybody
Yeah.
that's popping in that industry, and I don't know any of them. So like the people I do know, I didn't know that they were popping. In that,
Anyway.
in that scene, you know what I
yeah.
mean? They were just my homies on strength. Like it wasn't like, oh, you're popping. I want to be homies with you.
Nah, it was
they
before that,
They were just
before
like
the
my
music.
homies. You know what I mean? So then they're taking me out of these shit, and I'm realizing like, oh, they kind of a big deal, and they seen this shit.
Yeah.
And it's funny because everybody, when they find out, I don't really just be telling people I rap and shit. So when they find out I rap and shit, and then I got like a nice, like a little situation and shit, they'll be like, oh, we make hella rap beats too. I'll send you some rap beats. So like a bunch of different dope ass EDM producers have been sending me dope rap beats
Damn.
and shit. So it's been cool, like on that level of just being able to like kind of dive into it on the side realm.
Try something new also.
But everybody fucks with me so far. Like, I haven't had no negative vibes, so it's been like everybody.
How was that crowd like?
It's different, bro.
Yeah.
And I really like, I kind of like didn't even think about like the potential of tapping into it at all until like I really started kicking it with my dogs and shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, you should rap on these shits and try to, get in a little circus and
Yeah,
shit. Because
'cause
the fans are crazy.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
They go
They're like in other countries and shit too.
It's wild, bro.
I got a
Like,
question. What's the difference between you're from Austin, so you've been to a lot of music festivals, but
Yeah.
you probably when you were coming up, you never really went to like maybe like a rave, right? But not like EDM festival. What's the difference between like a regular Austin music festival and an EDM festival?
I had never been to an EDM festival until Orlando.
right.
So I went to Red
I mean,
Rock.
what about the Utah joint?
I mean,
though?
that was like a drive. So Dom said, my boy Dom, shout out Denver's Dom. He like the man out there. You know what I mean? Dom said that was a drive-in, not a festival.
Right.
So he's like, you got to come to Orlando to your first festival.
Got
I was
you.
like, all right, bet.
Dom knows what's up. If he says
So-
that, it's probably true.
So my baby mom's an EDM producer too. So she had this show in Utah, prior to me going to the Orlando thing, and I went and filmed it for her and did a little recap for it, and took my son so he could see it. Right. That was tight. That was my first little like taste of like what the fuck is going on.
crowd,
Cause she been in that scene for a long time.
So she used to do that shit.
So she like, I always like, just assume things in my head. So I was like, yeah, y'all all fucked up. And
Yeah.
I wasn't like completely wrong, but at the same time, it wasn't as bad as I like in my
another
head
world.
imagined it.
Definitely personalities out there, I feel like.
Yeah, it's definitely, but it's like they buy merch. It's not like the rap crowd, bro.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
buy
Facts.
merch,
They
they
got
head
money.
rock, they support, they like
Right.
fan out, they stream, they do all that shit. And rap crowd don't do that shit. So I was like, damn, oh shit. I was like, maybe I should try to. So yeah, I'm trying to like see what that's about some more. But again, keep it organic. I'm not trying to like be out here
Just piggyback or anything like that.
picky. Exactly. You know what I mean? The people I fuck with in that scene are people I would fuck
Yeah.
with regardless of whether it was
It's
music,
gonna happen one way or another.
music
so,
or
like,
not. You know what I mean? Like those are just my people. So it's not like I'm trying to. And I've never been the type to really just try to piggyback off what somebody else got going on. I'm trying to always do my own thing.
Yeah.
But it's all about networking and building
Yeah.
that fan base bigger.
Facts.
Building that crowd and honestly the tour circuit, like, where can you go, who can you pull in, and it's all numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Especially nowadays, yeah. It didn't used to be that way, but now when you got contracts involved, you gotta recoup. You know what I mean?
How did that the whole situation with Davies come about? Like, how did that start off?
This fool Harris, man. Harris really kind of set that up for me, man. He had
Yeah, man, this fool of Jew just came to me, and he was just like, man, he's like, we was, I think it was actually last year on our birthdays. I think, or like around the time of his birthday, this fool of
This
Jew
time
came
last
to
year,
me.
basically.
yeah, probably was.
And so, we was on it for show. We was doing some things, pause, but, we was on some things. We was on some things.
No, this was like so the pandemic had happened, and I had won this. So basically, what happened? This is how I think the Davies situation kind of came into play.
Oh, no,
for
facts.
me.
That happened too, for sure.
So Jay Soldier had like this South by competition thing for a slot on the Smokeout show.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I was already on South by, but I hadn't got my my registration email yet. So I wasn't like, I knew I was.
He was on tiptoes.
I knew I was gonna be on it, but I was kind of like, I'll do this too just to make sure, because I was like, I probably win this shit. Right. And I heard the beat, and I was like, yeah, I could do that. So I literally, like, the day he announced that shit, I told my roommate about it, because my roommate in Denver raps. I was like, if you want to get on South by, you should do this little competition. I was like, you probably, have a decent chance, getting on there. He was like, oh yeah, whatever. We'll do it. And so I went back downstairs to the studio and I put the beat on.
Got motivated.
I was like, I'll smash this bitch real quick. I was like, so whoop-de-whoop. I just, laced it up. And I was doing video at the time, so I shot a little video for it.
I do remember the video, too.
And I sent it to Soldier like an hour after he, announced they were doing the contest. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I just announced this. I was like, I didn't even know. I was like, I told my roommate to do it. I just did it because I was bored, and I was like, it was a beat. You know what I mean? And I was like, let's go. So I did it, smashed it, and then Bankroll had did one too, and Bankrolls was fire, and I was like, damn, I don't know who's tighter, because he was going in on it. I was like, so me and Bank, he said the same thing about mine. He hit me on the DM. He was like, yo, your shit's fire. Like, regardless of who wins, I fuck with your shit. We should work.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet. So fast forward, I ended up winning the competition, and this was like right before the pandemic and shit. I ended up winning the competition, doing that Griselda shit. So I was just kind of like buzzing at that time. You know what I mean? Everybody was kind of like, what the fuck Cory got going on? And then me and Banks started like working before like even the talk about Davies or anything was a thing. Me and Banks started we made like 5 songs the first day we like started emailing each other back and forth. So it was like just naturally me and Bank just connected. Bank had already signed to Davies. I didn't really know a lot about Davies, but Harris was kind of...
Yeah, see, Cory had just known Bank, and he started working for Bank. And so knowing what Bank had popping with Davies, I was like, this is not a bad thing for you to do.
And Question,
Yeah.
I always known about Question, but I didn't have like a personal relationship with him. But I knew he fucked with me just like on a...
See, I
He's
moved
an
to
OG in this
Yeah, I
area.
moved to
exactly.
San Antonio, so like, I'd been plugged in with a lot of people that Question had put on,
Yeah.
So I'd met Question once, and so I saw what Question was able to create for himself in San Antonio, right? With regard to like the Davies situation, you know. And so when Cory was just like, man, I'm thinking, because, you know, this is like after the pandemic, right? When shows aren't a thing, right? Everyone has to look at themselves and reevaluate as an artist, right? Especially coming from Austin, we based ourselves on like live music, events, performance. That's like an integral part.
And then
of
I
what
just
you
started
do.
getting like more into the video shit, and I was just like, man, I think I might just do like.
Cory just started getting jaded, and he was just like, man, he's like,
I was like, fuck this rap shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm doing video shit for popping people. I was like, fuck this rap shit.
And the thing is, too, is like, you know, I'm from Austin. So
But
like,
I was still making music, so it wasn't like I was like, fuck this
Just
rap
putting
shit.
it to the side. For
But I was just like, I'm tired of like the wheels just spinning. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So-
exactly. You know, and I felt him too, because it's like, bro, I'm from Austin. I'm trying to manage you. You in Denver, like, you know, I don't know Denver how I do Austin. So I was just like, well, shit. I was like, you know, he was talking to people.
And I had shows and shit. It wasn't like I wasn't getting no, like I was going on
it was just during the
tours and
pandemic,
shit.
so you didn't have shows.
But at that time, no. At that
Yeah.
time, you know, we weren't touring. And I had been setting up tours and shit prior to that. By myself, setting up my own.
Nah, he was doing the DIY
Northwest
Oregon
tour.
shit.
Yeah, I was
Seattle,
out there,
you know?
Seattle, Oregon, doing tours, headlining tours.
So I was just like,
myself.
well, shit. I was like, you know, I
So
see
like all
Question
that
popping,
played
and
into
I was like,
it.
this is,
So then he was
this
like,
is
you
easy.
should go have a meeting with Question. And I was like, yeah, I'm down to have a meeting with Question. Like, nothing bad could come from that,
Yeah.
right? So we go have a meeting, and it's at the facility before they had built the new facility, and it was just like a little. It wasn't even like. It was
They
like
didn't even have the studio set up.
they didn't
yet.
even have the studio. Yeah, it was like torn.
They were
down.
still rocking out of the boombox.
Yeah, so the boombox was like it was a cool facility where they do all the custom builds for the
Trailer
the
for like
food
food
trucks and
trucks.
everything.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Cam, the CEO, got a TV show on Discovery Channel. and shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so like they be popping on some other shit, not just music. They do boxing. They do a lot of things over there.
Wow.
They got shows.
Yeah, they just got like the industry, and then they got like all these other sort of like.
But they
sister
started an
enterprises
entertainment
under
company.
that.
So I go meet with Question, not really knowing what the fuck I'm walking into at all. Harris has not really.
Yeah, Cory did not know who Question was at all. But
I
he was
knew
just-
who. No, I
he
knew who
was
Question was.
rocking with
Don't
me,
say
dude.
that. That's dickhead shit.
No, but
I
see,
definitely
he
knew
didn't,
who
he didn't know the
Question was.
backstory.
I
behind
just
Question.
didn't know.
He
Like,
didn't know the backstory.
I didn't know what I was walking into going in over there to meet with
You
him.
didn't know what to expect.
I was so Kid had basically asked Harris to find me a new manager so Harris could focus on Kid more, and I was like, yeah, I'm down with that honestly because I'm in Denver, so that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
you know
so
what I mean?
like I didn't think it was a bad idea. So then when Cory brought it up, I was like, I've already been thinking about this. You know, he brought up like a bunch of Austin people, and I was like low key offended. I was like, bro, I'm a better manager than all these people.
Yeah.
I was like, if you're gonna fuck with anybody, you
Yeah.
need to fuck with Question.
Let
And,
me pick
you
the
know,
manager.
Yeah, so he
Well, it
set
wasn't
up,
even that,
He
you
set
know?
up the meeting with Question, and we went down there and he showed me the spot, and I was like, this is really tight. And so that, like, my dumbass, we lead the meeting went well, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got Question's number. We started talking. I sent him records and shit back and forth. And he's like, yo, your shit's dope, this and that. And so I get in the car with Harris. I'm like, so what's the deal? Like, we gotta have to pay this for like $500 a month type shit. He's like, no. He's like, no, bro. They have a record label. I'm trying to get them to sign you so they pay you.
No,
And I was
exactly.
like, for real? Like all of a sudden, I was like, for real? I was like, it's like I'm not gonna have to pay for some management type shit. Like in my head, that's what I was walking into. I was like, cool, Question got plugged. We're paying to be a manager for a little bit, see what happens.
Well, the thing
And
was,
then-
everybody else on the artist label roster, they were trying to develop, right? I was just like, Cory's a different situation because he's already a developed artist.
Yeah.
So everything you're trying to plug him into that they need to wait for.
He's not
he's
entry.
like,
He's not entry level at all.
Yeah, he's already rocked.
I
all
had
these
some
festivals.
accolades. I'm not.
He's already got audience.
You know, now past in conversation with Q since then, you know, he keeps me level headed. So like, I had accolades, but I'm not like a seasoned vet by any means. Like this, we're at very entry level.
Well,
in
I mean,
the
that's
bigger
because
grand
Q
scheme
was
of
signed,
things.
so he compares himself to signed
And to the
artists.
grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, we're still very, you know,
Nah, for sure.
starting level. But locally, yes, I had some accolades. So coming into it, it kind of helped.
You going into an industry round.
Yeah, I'm going
And also,
into
Q was cool with everybody who was older than us in the Austin
and I think
scene,
me and
so,
Bank
you know.
collaborating well the way we were doing at the time also played heavily into it. You know,
Nah,
what I mean?
for sure.
It's just like
He's
everything
already
lined up.
affiliated.
I just you know
No,
way.
for sure.
So then they
It was just
offered
good timing.
Cam heard my music after this meeting and shit. Cam heard the music me and Bank were and Cam's the CEO of the label. So Cam heard the shit that me and Bank were making. He was like, he just hit me. He was like, "Yo, I want to fly you down here and sign you and shit." And I was like, "Where?" I was like, "Let's do it." You know what I mean? I was like, "I got my son this week." He's like, "I'll fly him down." I was like, "Nah, let's just wait." I was like, "Let me organize the shit." You know what I mean? So go down and met with Cam, and yeah, it was just he's just a super dope. Like you can just feel his energy when you walk into the room. Like He's like a Diddy style.
Yeah.
He's a type A.
He don't do no
He's a
music.
go-getter.
Yeah.
He don't do no music, but he's just like you know,
Oversees
an
everything.
entrepreneur, and it's finest. Like you just feel the energy when you're in there. So he's like, yeah, we want to sign you. You're great. This and that. Blah blah blah. Here's some money. What do you want? And I'm like, man, hold on.
Yeah,
I was like, let's you know, we'll figure it out. So then we, you know what I'm saying, we figured it out, and I signed back in October, and we ain't putting nothing out yet, but we've been, you know, putting all the pieces together. So we got, you know, release dates locked in. And
was that the first situation that ever came across the table for you?
this is the first
Label situation.
Label situation, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. Because you said that $500. That sounds super familiar with those scamming management companies. That
Oh
be trying
yeah,
to get
see, that's
artists to
what I
pay.
was like. That's what in my head, bro. Because like, the wheels have just been turning. You know, we've paid PR companies and shit, and I was like, in my head, I'm just like, okay, we're just trying to find the next little level up. You know what I mean? So I was like, cool. With me with question, he probably gonna be like, yeah, you pay me this much a month. And it was completely opposite. They were like, yo, they gave me a nice deal, bro. Like, I don't have like a 360 deal. I own like good percentage of my publishing. I go a decent percentage of my masters, you know, with options. It's a good deal. You know what I mean? They didn't hold me. They gave me a nice advance.
Nah, facts. If it was a 360 deal, they would own a lot more of your publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's a great deal. They set me up, questioned, made sure I was good, and they've taken really good care of me. And I'm super happy with the situation. I'm excited to finally put this shit out now. You know
That's
what
what's
I mean?
up, man.
And see it all come to fruition.
It's funny because
Fruition.
I know.
something,
you on there.
something happened to me and my artist because I actually manage artists as
Nice.
well. When we start, you know, locked in, we started getting music out and shit. I get this random email right on the management email, and I'm like,
Right.
who the fuck is this? He's like, hey, bro, like I'm a fan of your artist's music.
Right.
Can we hop on a FaceTime call? Like, all right, bet, cool. So, you know, hop on, we get his number. We're in the studio together. We're at his crib together,
Yeah.
making music or whatnot. Hop on FaceTime with the dude. He's trying to flex, right? So he's in his
He said
crib.
trying to flex.
He has like the gold plaques behind him. He has his phone set up. He's like, yeah, you know, this is what I can do for y'all. This, you know, y'all have 24-hour access to the studio out here in Cali whenever y'all come out. And but
That's a ticket, though.
you said that was literally his exact words. It's $500 monthly. And I'm looking at my.
I mean,
you know-
low key though, if you get a studio in LA for free for $500
Yeah.
monthly, I mean that's not that bad.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, it came
Hey, it's
with
never like that. It's never like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
And in my ass, you know, I'm always skeptical with shit.
Nah,
I start
facts.
researching. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on.
That's kind of how I was with the whole situation.
I'm like, who else does he represent?
Hit the BBB one time.
Exactly.
Follow
Let me check the socials. Let me
Yeah.
comb everything out, bro. And it
Yeah.
came. I'm fucking plugging his address at the bottom of the email.
Yeah.
It's a fucking vacant warehouse.
I'm dead.
I'm like,
oh
shit.
They on some scammers.
I'm like, bro, we gonna get there and we're
Scamarachi.
gonna be in some Saw movie or some
Right.
shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm like, bro.
You got hit up by amateur jigsaw.
Bro, for real, man. I don't want to call the dude out because he was a cool dude,
feel that.
but I saw the play though because
Yeah.
I started looking on Twitter and shit. And, it's
and then
like,
you just got to be prepared for like.
Exactly.
I feel like if you go into a situation thinking about the worst and it turns out completely different and better,
Yeah.
then you.
Nah, facts.
It's just
you
a
know.
plus.
Expect the worst.
And it's completely different with
hope
like
for the
they
best,
got a
prepare for the
legit
worst.
situation. I have a legit deal. I'm a legit paid rapper now. You know what I mean? I've been being paid to make music for the
Yeah.
first time in my
That's
life.
awesome.
Like you know what I mean? It's tight. So I'm happy. My bills is paid. I'm doing my thing and trying to just deliver a solid album. You know?
Okay.
The EPs turned in the purple tapes also promotional material. So like all that shit is cool. That's the shit I've done the last few months, but the album I'm working on like right now. So the album is I'm trying to take it there,
okay.
Get it out of here.
When does the album drop? October?
Yeah.
Are we concrete on the date?
Yeah, we got a date. I ain't gonna give the date, but October.
Okay.
October.
Okay. And this is the one. This isn't the collab tape, right? This is
No,
your
your
solo.
tape.
Yeah, this is the album. The
Okay.
album.
Okay.
Debut
The
solo
EP
album. Debut
The
solo
EP
album.
isn't even really EP. It's 9 songs, so it's like a
Yeah, really, the EP is
it's like
an
a-
album.
It's like an album, but it's like a.
But he just doesn't
preface.
want to call it an album.
So I'm calling it the EP. But Gumbo will be out like the next month or so, and then the Purple Tape will be out around the same time.
The purple tape is you and Bankroll.
Me and Bankroll.
My question, though, are you doing a Louisiana tour to promote Gumbo?
That would be dope.
No, and that was the hang up on me calling it Gumbo too. I was like trying to like
Talk to Kelly.
I was gonna call it something else because just respect to Creole,
The culture.
The culture. I was like, I don't know if I should call it gumbo, but at the end of the day, I love gumbo. I like cooking gumbo. I like eating gumbo.
Hey, gumbo is hard for
I
sure.
feel like gumbo it accurately describes the playlist. It's like a little bit of flavor of everything.
I like that.
So it's
Hey,
like-
gumbo fusion for sure.
dope.
I feel
and
it.
it's cool. It just like it felt good, and the songs are tight. So yeah, it's like a little summer.
Do you got any
summer
features on it? Is it all you?
Let's see. Johnny Jukebox is on there.
Okay.
Shout out Johnny.
Bankroll is on there. Bankrol's on Gumbo. And that's it. I think it's just Johnny and Bankroll.
Okay.
Do I got any other? No, because I took. Yeah, no, I don't got no other features on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Oh shit, he's spilling shit.
it. Leave it to Harris to make a mess for
Shit,
sure.
let's run another track, Mario.
Yeah, I'm playing that second track.
Yeah, play the second one. This probably gonna be the single from the record, the Perpetrate.
Okay.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
I got him stressed. Look at my finesse. I just made $1 million and now he wanna invest.
You alright?
Cut the check, yeah.
That baby hitting.
They don't like to see me every
Is that that Delta?
Hey, can I try? Hey, Ocho or Nueve? Is that Ocho or Nueve?
I just counted 20 years from now, it's nothing less. I just booked that flight.
This that Delta right here?
Delta 8.
I gotta try it.
Monkeys on my back. Never chase a bitch, I'm way too busy chasing rags. Shout out to my plug, he show me love on all the packs. My shooters never lacking, they stay ready for attack. Hey, all that shit you rap about, I live that shit, that's fake. All that shit you dream about, I got that shit, no care. Tell my bro to spin your block, let me take your hand.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised I did it, cause I
It ain't like
went for real.
spicing it.
Nah. Hey, that's tweaking and shit.
K2 and shit.
Oh, you got your hook.
That's why I was like, anytime I see some shit like that, I'm like,
Nah, cause that shit was like some potpourri that was sprayed in China. You feel me?
Like-
This shit actually come from the plant. Yeah.
yeah.
Not from like a
Nah,
factory
The fact
plant.
that it's from actual weed, it makes it a little different.
The government implant.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Niggas say it's smoke, okay.
Let me find out CIA was behind Spice.
Trying
Right,
to
right.
push away the legalization of weed. That's what they're
Yeah,
trying to do.
yeah,
They're like,
Like, let's just not legalize weed.
yeah, let's throw K2, make it worse.
We'll just take the weed out of it.
They don't like to see me every
Yeah, man. H-Town was coming up off that Spice, bro.
I just fucking
Facts.
flex. All these bitches proud
But these are, you know what? I'm gonna say y'all. I am question probably bitch at me.
Shit, run one
Hey,
more.
we're supposed to have a question on here soon too, though, so
Nice.
I know.
he could be checking you on here.
Okay.
Hey, tell Corey. Hey, let Corey know the day. Let Corey pull up on him.
I'm gonna send you one more off of the Gumbo EP.
Okay.
That's off the Purple Tech. That
fuck with
was
that,
Purple Tech. Yeah,
Yeah,
Purple Tech's
yeah.
a vibe. It's
Some
a
shit
little
you can
vibe.
ride to. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's-
saying?
All right,
Yeah.
don't play it. Don't play right now.
This is this off Gumbo.
Diamond boy produce, so you know that this shit hot.
Shout out Denzel on the beat.
They got 1, 2. Okay, she a bad bitch and an ace for retarded. She been going hard in the paint like Hardy. All the credit cards maxed out, she been charging. She just fucked the whole paycheck off the target. Get a bad bitch, now throw that ass, bitch. If she can't turn a trick, she not a savage. Oh, get a bad hoe, I throw a bad hoe. No, you not a rich bitch without no cash flow. Put your money where your mouth is and shut up. She got a coke bottle, body bitch, done up. Yeah, I just set my jig, I'm off the one up. I'm getting tricky in this bitch until the sun up. Yeesh, me and leg throwing ones, giving strippers all the funds for their daughters and their sons, cause we rich. And we just dabble with the drugs, all these bitches show me love. Ever since they heard about it, I got a deal. I ain't got no feeling. Where I'm going, bitch, they ain't got no ceiling. I ain't got no time for all that bullshit. Period. I ain't hearing it. She think this dick on my truck the way I'm steering it. Oh, I ran me up a check, you know they clearing it. Curving all these moody bitches on they periods. It's some
You
serious.
fucking with it?
Fuck with that.
Hell yeah.
It's so heavy shit.
That's some shit that can ring off in the club, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what we just trying to take it. Some summertime vibes, you know what I mean? And then I got some, you know, there's a little bit of everything on there for everybody.
I fuck with that. I fuck with
Just
that,
trying to keep the
man.
flavors.
Yeah. So, just moving along, bro. So, you and of course, Kid, you know, y'all are a part of those Austin rappers that's been moved away, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all come back. I think Kid is back here in Austin, right?
Kid's back.
Full time,
Yeah, but
full time.
he moved to like Atlanta once upon a time, right?
Yeah, moved to Atlanta, New York.
Yeah.
Spice.
Do you think that's necessary, right? Because, like, you know, a lot of locals here
I mean, Quinn moved to LA for a little bit.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't think there's a formula to it per se.
Facts.
I don't think there's just like one formula that anybody can just follow. Say, oh, this is how you do it. Different things work for different people. So I feel like for me it was necessary because I just needed to like kind of step out. I felt like for a long time I was under Kid's shadow, just being Kid being the more successful artist out of
The city.
out of the bunch of us, out of the crew even, just like having more success. So I always just kind of felt like I was in the shadow. So I felt like for me it was necessary for me to kind of like spread my wings and just step away. Not necessarily
Also, Cory
from
was
the-
never from here, so there's
Yeah.
no reason for
Yeah.
him to be in the
Exactly. Yeah.
in Texas.
For me,
you
I
feel
felt like it was necessary to just have like a place to kind of like create my whatever I was gonna do next. You know what I mean? Like
have his wave be as big as possible.
not necessarily leave LNS, but just like do my own thing for a little bit.
Find your own route.
Find my own lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it worked for me. And it took a little bit of time, but it like obviously now we can all come together as LNS. LNS was never like a label. It was always just like
The crew.
a crew. You know what I mean? These are my
Facts.
dogs. This is like
Yeah.
my family.
Who you came up with.
Exactly. My day ones, the people I started this shit with. So it was like, it wasn't, when I signed to Davies, it wasn't like, oh,
You're done.
I'm
We're
done
not
with
talking-
LNS.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
hey,
mean?
we do have a publishing house too, so all the artists come fuck with us. You know?
Yeah. But so it was just like, it was just the next level. It's a level up, You
Yeah.
gotta take this ride to get to the next ride to get to the next ride. And it's like, I think for me, moving is always a good thing for me. I'm like thinking about going somewhere else. If I didn't have, my child, it would be a little bit easier. But I've been considering going somewhere else just because it opens up your network more.
Yeah.
So now, instead of just touring Oregon and Texas, now I can do Oregon, Denver, Texas. I can go do, maybe I'll go to Vegas for a couple months.
Yeah.
Go live in Vegas, grow some weed in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Do something like that. Like just, it's not too far,
Hey, now they got Phoenix too, so.
but it opens up the network. And then I just feel like it helps you in the
big picture.
The big picture keeps you active because at the end of the day, you're not putting anything out. You're not generating streams. No one's gonna book you for a show. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of got to do all of that.
Yeah.
And if you're only putting shit out in Austin, you're only doing shows in Austin. It's gonna be harder for you to go.
Kind of limits you in a way.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder for you to go get booked on a festival somewhere because you have no demand anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's like just try to find ways to get outside of your city
Expand your network.
and just show. Yeah, just find even. Literally, they say this shit all the time in interviews. He's like, you go to a bumfuck city and you do a show and there's 10 people there the first time. The next time they're gonna be 20 people. And that shit's true. Like, it's very true. Like, and I've grinded.
You gain listeners every time.
Exactly. I've grinded in those small ass towns and cities and built followers where I had nobody to begin with. So like, it definitely helps. And I don't think you gotta move though. I think you just gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta move around.
You gotta move around, not move. I think moving it kind of forces you into figuring it out.
Yeah.
You have to readapt and do all
Yeah.
the.
If you're just traveling,
It's
you
definitely
can kind
good
of
life
it's easy to
experience.
just go on vacation,
Yeah, yeah.
But if you move there, it kind of forces you to like, okay, I got to do the research in this city, see who's relevant enough for me to like.
And it's definitely a lot easier nowadays with social media to network.
Yeah,
with
well, I
Yeah,
think
it
there's
makes it a
also
lot
just a
easier.
lot more gatekeepers now, rap wise, than there were back then.
But I'll tell you what, I'm not like they don't put me. The sad thing about moving around a lot is I don't get put in the conversations when they're like, "Oh,
Cory's really heard about this.
no, I'm not. I'm not." It just
Those lists and shit.
those
right?
lists and shit. Yeah. Them rapper lists.
Let them know. Talk your shit, bro. Talk
No,
your
Yeah,
let
you
me
went to
talk-
middle school years.
Let
Okay,
me-
I didn't know that. So now I guess I understand why I guess
I
I
ain't
went
even
to
gonna
middle
talk
school.
my shit. I'm just gonna put it like this. I get left out of them things for whatever reason because I don't.
No, ever
live-
since you moved,
I
for
don't
sure.
live here or in Denver because I'm not from here or in Oregon because I don't.
You don't live there, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get left out of those conversations all the time.
It's like a gray area.
But
It's a blessing
I
and a
be-
curse. It's a blessing.
It's a
and
blessing.
curse.
It's a curse. It really is. But at the end of the day, I don't stress it because everybody gonna see me anyway.
Because as long as
You
you
know
get
what I
money,
mean?
who can be mad? Shit.
Right?
Like, yeah, I'm getting-
why does the list matter when you're getting paid to make
No
Exactly.
one's gonna put him on a San Antonio best of list, but he getting paid out of San Antonio. You
Exactly.
feel me?
My,
So-
my take has always been like, there's always going to be a list. Everybody's always going to drop a list. Whether
That's
it
the
be-
that's the downside to moving around, I should say.
But at
Is
the
you
same
don't
time-
you don't get a home base because everybody
Right.
kind of looks at you as just like
the outsider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't get brought up in those conversations, those local.
But your accolades
conversations.
speak for you.
But
as
your
well, too.
accolades speak
Yeah.
for yourself, so you can't let it get to you. But that is the downside to it. Like you don't
Yeah.
get brought up. I don't like the
I mean, who's
Chronicle. The Chronicle gonna write about me if I drop some shit. You know what I
Facts.
mean? But they're not gonna.
Go out of their way. to
They're not
cover
gonna
you.
be like, oh, who's doing the most shit out of Austin? Not me, because
Yeah.
I don't live here. I just be here. You know what I mean? So, and I respect that. But at the same time, that's
Who
the
would you say
downside.
the biggest rapper from Denver is? Machine Gun Kelly? Do they bring Machine Gun
No,
Kelly up
but
when they
see,
talk about the local
People
list?
don't even know Machine Gun Kelly's from.
Exactly.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
He's from.
He went to school. He went
I
to high
only
school.
learned this
in
because of
Denver.
Corey. I
Okay.
only learned this
He
because
went
of
to high
Corey.
school.
I thought he was like from Kentucky or something.
From like Cleveland.
Cleveland,
all the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cleveland, yeah.
He went to high school in Denver. But they don't be claiming him like that. No.
Right.
It's very.
But that's how it would be like whenever you get to a
I
certain
will
status.
say
Facts.
it kind of like. It kind of. How do I say this without sounding like an asshole? It kind of makes you realize that moving around kind of helps you realize that the local scene is it's important to be in touch with it.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes it's a rat race.
it's
good-
a huge rat race everywhere. So it's like, just know how much in touch you got to be. Like everybody in Denver know who I am. They fuck with me. They know my accolades. You know what I'm saying? They know
What you do,
I
what
do
you
my
done.
shit, but I don't go do the local shows with nobody out there.
Yeah.
I don't go, to the little studios that they be at. I got my own shit. I do my own shit. I don't really brush elbows with a whole lot of other people than the people I bring in
Yeah.
to Denver. So it's not no bad blood or anything, but they just don't show me that love. But they respect me, and I respect them, and I'll just let them have their lane. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to come step on toes. But when I first moved out there, they nominated me for Artist of the Year in the Westward, which is like the Chronicle,
Okay.
after living there for 4 months.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, damn.
But see, he caught that new artist vibe.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
I came out there and I booked a bunch of shows when I first got out
You
there,
just
like
went ham when you got there.
headlining shows, just to kind of make my mark and be like, yeah, this is me, this is what I do. And then I didn't do shit. After that, they nominated me. I was like, well, cool, I'm already established here.
Yeah.
Boo, boo. I met everybody I needed to meet. I got cool with everybody I needed to get cool with. Dabbled with some projects with some artists from out there and did some ventures with people out there, and that built my buzz out there, and then just the attention of what I had done prior and what I'm still doing in Texas and elsewhere and shit. So it's like, then they see that, they're like, oh, he's popping not just here, he's everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, I'm not a local, so I don't get brought up in those conversations. But they know about me.
Yeah, for sure. Do what's the scenes like there, bro? Like music wise, you didn't been.
Here's my opinion, right, as an outsider, because Corey lives there. So
Okay.
even though he's like in that halfway between being a local and being like a transplant right now.
I don't like
you know?
to think of myself as a local anywhere.
Yeah,
No, for sure. But I mean, if you're a local
anywhere I'm
anywhere,
a local, it's Austin.
yeah.
no, I don't know. I feel like you've lived in Denver for like
Your
what,
roots are
7
deeper
years
here.
now, like
Yeah,
a
it's
long
almost
time
7
now.
years.
Yeah,
But I
so
feel like I
once you live a decade somewhere, you basically kind of a local.
But my
you know?
my roots are forever in Austin.
No, for sure, Austin,
You know what I
Oregon,
mean?
for sure.
Like
But-
Oregon is my childhood. I feel like Austin is where my roots.
No, for sure. You went to middle school
You know
here,
what
so
I mean?
I gotta show you love for that.
My roots grew.
I feel like Denver, they got a lot of money for show. But the media is not the same as it is in Austin.
But I'm beyond. Just to go back to that, I feel like I'm just overthinking locally anything. Like, I'm just trying to think.
Nah, I
bigger
feel
than
you.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's what you have to do, because like that's the way I see it is like, yeah, it's a good thing to be known in the city
Yeah.
as a local,
I-
to get so you can level up. Once
Exactly.
you level up, you have to expand, not necessarily plant yourself anywhere else, but like network, expand, have
And I
your
think being in the situation I'm in where you don't get talked about and that shit just makes you want that think even more outside of locally. Like, it's
And
like,
that's how it
obviously
should
I'm
be.
not gonna be.
But that's how it should be,
in
though,
those
like-
conversations.
And
so
I think
should
it
just
helps
focus
too
elsewhere.
that Corey's not from there. He's
It's
from
better-
Austin, right?
It's better
so
to
he's
do
be
that
able
than
to
getting
develop
mad
and
at
get
these
there.
lists.
Exactly.
You know, because a lot of people get mad at these lists. Like,
No,
I'm on
I
this
think
list. Why am I on this list? Like, bro,
No,
just
facts.
People
think
deserve to be
different.
on there that are on there.
Of course, yeah.
You could pick 20 people out of every city, and
People
somebody's
gonna be mad.
somebody's gonna get left off. You know what I mean?
They're always gonna be mad
All the
about this.
time, and you can either get mad or you can just use it as like
fuel for the
fuel to think bigger.
All I
You
want to
what
know
I
is
mean?
where's the list for getting the most checks off money or on music? You feel
where's
me?
that list
Where's
at?
that list?
Gonna stay quiet.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
that
curious.
talk.
I'm just
Definitely on that
yeah.
list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely getting some checks.
No matter what kind of list there is, people are always gonna be upset. And
Yeah.
my opinion is, I was like, lists are just opinions.
No, for sure.
They're just
Well, I
opinions
mean,
at the
they're
end. It's
just
just a circle jerk.
it's just easy for the algorithm to pick
I
up
put my
on.
friend,
You know,
I
so
put
that's
my-
why
I
it
can make a
pops
list
off.
right now, and people gonna be like, "Oh, he put such and such on there because they work together." Yeah,
Nah,
of
fact.
course.
And here's the thing, too. No one has to think about a list, right? All they gotta do is put names on there, and if you really care, you put pictures of people's faces on there.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, you got a talking point,
But
and
they're
everyone gonna
everywhere.
bring everything up. You know?
That shit comes up at least.
And it's
what?
funny because us being in Austin, we see it in Austin. But
No,
me
facts.
being everywhere, I see it literally. I see it in Denver. I see it in Portland. I see it in
Damn.
Seattle.
Yes.
Hey,
so
do
the
you-
list go
Same
everywhere.
right?
Hey,
Same
hey,
shit.
do they be putting the faces though the way
it's
Texas
it's
do?
the same.
Yeah.
It's the same shit everywhere. It's just different people, making
Different faces.
and it's the same reactions in every
Right.
place too. Like
Same story.
Portland people, my whole Facebook timeline be a bunch of Portland people
Right.
bitching about the list. The Austin shit would be a whole bunch of Austin people bitching. And Denver too. Denver be like, fuck this list. And I don't even be seeing half the list
Yeah.
sometimes. Like,
Hey, San
I'll see
Antonio
the
people
list,
get
like,
killed off lists.
I ain't really seen no San Antonio.
I've seen
list.
some San Antonio
I
lists,
have,
and people
I
catch
have, yeah.
feelings.
Hey,
for
when
sure.
I go to San Antonio, no disrespect, I go to the studio and I go to my hotel and I
Yeah.
go to the studio. I don't fuck around in San Antonio.
Yeah.
I got love for the San Antonio artists, but that's y'all's. I ain't trying to come step on nobody's toes out there. Like y'all, that's y'all's thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel you. Healthy mentality.
Us being, media, bro, we get like not caught in between it, but
No,
we
I saw.
follow all the artists.
I saw the beef that y'all started between Nez and Mama D.
Oh, hey.
That's y'all first taste of Sean Cottondom. You feel me?
Hey,
That's y'all first
We had
taste of
no play
Cottondom.
into that, but
don't even
they
know what
met here.
happened.
They met here.
They met here.
Yeah.
And whatever happens after that, I mean,
I'm just saying,
you can
y'all
see it.
lucky that y'all in Austin,
I don't know
not
what
Dallas.
happened.
Because
I
in
don't wanna
Dallas,
know.
hey, you never know. You feel me?
Would have fucked
Yeah.
around and got pressed by
Yeah,
somebody.
that's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
hey,
I'm
fuck-
sorry.
Austin,
I'ma
everybody
sit my
chill.
seat.
That's
Everyone
what I'm
tries to
saying.
still get to the same
I
clubs in
tell people
downtown.
like, you got an issue with it, either fucking cancel us, go start your own show, or come on here and talk your shit. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
tell people. You know, like,
It's a platform. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's a platform.
He said we started that.
I don't even know what.
Low key, y'all did. Low key, y'all did. I'm not talking shit.
I had everybody that showed up that day was unannounced,
Yeah.
which was a cool thing. It was a cool thing, but
Yeah.
everybody came deep, and I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna have a deep episode. You know?
Yeah.
Here go Harris. Add a fuel to the fire.
No, man. I'm trying to see
Somebody's
what's
gonna
up. I'm
post
trying to see
tomorrow.
what's up.
I don't even know what happened.
Somebody's
I'm
gonna
trying to see
post
what's up.
I'm gonna figure
City
this.
talking. You feel me? Streets talking.
So here, long story short, I
Without being messy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here's with the recap. Here's with the official recap.
we had an episode with
Yeah.
Nez the villain.
It was his episode.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Exactly, and they were announcing his collective, Velvet Crown Collective, right? It was comprised of him, Rue Music, and Mama Duke, and I think Timbo's down.
was she a part of it? I don't know if she was a part of it.
She was singing it on the freestyles.
I think she just tagged along.
Okay. So
This is all
she-
outside looking in.
Okay, yeah, this
Okay,
is
yeah.
So
See,
she
I don't
wasn't.
know.
So
I
it's
just
just
saw
like a
it,
mixture of different artists. here.
Exactly.
A collective of
Okay.
artists.
Collective,
But it was
okay.
originally Nez and Sin Ryu, Rue
Yeah,
Music.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I
some
know Rue.
Southside shit, basically.
Yeah.
I came up with Rue.
Yeah,
back in the
okay.
day.
Yeah,
We was
he's
at
a no-
1808 back in the day.
Yeah, he's a no
What's that,
G.
1808. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's classic
I'm
shit.
a real Austin native, but not really native.
Nah, he went to middle school.
When we
Yeah.
decide when we decide to make a list and piss people off, we're gonna put you on that list.
for real, for real,
We're
for
gonna be like,
real.
"Hey,
Y'all
from
make
here."
it- like, you know what? Corey been out here
Hey,
thugging.
you know what? Willie didn't go to middle school here.
I done
so,
read it,
you
yeah.
know, there you go.
I did go to middle school out here.
Like, bro, nobody's from here anymore. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Shout out Market Trash.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not from here, but everybody claim me.
Yeah.
So they showed up that day, and it was
Like, not only did I go to middle school here, not to cut you off.
Now you good?
I went to alternative school, middle school. I went to ALC middle school.
Nice.
So I was really out here thugging.
Yeah, you were
I was
really,
out here
really-
That's
thugging
real
it.
AISD. That's real AISD.
You know what I'm saying? The real deal AISD. I'm real Austin out here. Anyway,
So yeah, so basically it was originally an episode dedicated for Ness because he's coming back as an artist, dropping his
Yeah.
music. Rue was coming last minute. They're bringing like Who was it? Big and Little,
Big
the
and Little
camera
was,
guy.
yeah.
Then Mama Duke showed up too last minute.
Yeah, I feel like her and Rue were working together a lot.
Yeah, they're cool. They're
Okay,
cool
so
with
that's
each
what
other.
that was.
Yeah.
So that's what, okay,
so she
okay,
tagged
okay.
along, but that was Nez and Mama Duke's first time meeting each other, and she said it on the show, like as he posted. They continued. I assume they were going to continue to work because I did not keep up with what they were doing outside from what they post. Turns out apparently there was some biting of some songs.
Some
and
accused
some
bitation.
Alleged
bitation.
Alleged dropping of a new collective from somebody who was here
With
as
the
well.
same name.
Similar name, yeah. So like they were like, all right, there was some confrontation.
Sound like that's between Steve and Joe, and I'm neither one of those.
Hey.
You know
But
what I
yeah,
mean?
just another day of Austin fucking
Sounds fun. Sounds all right.
musicians.
That's the cool.
I just get
Okay,
amused by
to
it
go
all.
back to moving around. That's also the good
you get
thing.
to watch all the
Right.
You don't have to be involved with none of that.
He's like, I'm from
Just sit
Denver,
back
I'm
and
from
watch.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so,
Denver, he's like, I'm from
all the
Austin, I'm
local
from Oregon.
politics,
Oregon, he's like, I'm
I
from
don't have
Austin,
to
I'm
deal
from
with
Denver.
it. It's nice. It's like, you don't get brought up in those conversations, but you don't get brought up in those conversations either.
Right.
So
No,
it's kinda
facts.
like,
Blessing and a curse. Blessing and a curse.
It's a less.
Yeah, I mean, we never have any issues with anybody. We have like people who
Y'all
try
just
to-
ain't big enough then. That's
All
why.
right. We haven't gotten there
Wait till you
just
get a
yet.
Breakfast Club level, bro. That's going to be a
We're gonna
problem.
be on other media outlets like, oh my god, IDK said
Hey.
this.
You don't
Wait,
think it's a homeless
just-
person. It's
just-
actually a rapper fucking being like, bro, you remember episode 315, bro?
Yeah.
That was my mama you was talking about.
Just wait till they watch our season 1 episodes, bro. I've been
Right.
going
Oh,
over
good.
it, dropping clips for TikTok, and I was
Yeah.
like, damn, we were talking about some raunchy shit.
Mad
'Cause
problematic.
we didn't have
Yeah.
guests, bro. We were talking
Mad
about some wild
problematic.
shit.
Just go off on a whole tangent.
Yeah, but nah, I mean,
You see, we
like,
was talking about donkey shows for 20 minutes, bro. Shit.
It'd be like
they even
this
had
or something.
Yo.
Hey,
yeah.
you get on the microdose on the mushrooms.
Hey, yo.
I've been wanting to start like a podcast where everybody microdoses before you get on it.
that's
Dog,
why
you
I've
gotta
been
do that in
recommending
Colorado
here,
or
bro.
Oregon, bro. You gotta do that in Colorado or
Yo.
Oregon.
No,
sure.
for sure. Colorado, for sure.
Or we
Yeah.
could just do it here and not tell anybody.
Shit,
Just
bro.
what was
I
it? What
just
was it?
tell
What
everybody
was
not
the tea?
give a
Yo.
fuck.
Everybody just drink this tea.
Everybody know everybody on Rogan show microdosing shit. Quit-
Right.
Stop the
Of
bullshit.
course,
Stop the
of course.
bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tyson be going on shit on like 7 grams of shrooms
Yeah.
talking.
No,
So
facts.
like,
That's Vegas, though.
that's his microdose
That's
though.
fucking
Shit.
crazy.
That's
That is
insane.
fucking
He's like, I just
crazy.
ate a quarter.
Hey, yo.
The motherfucker be bugging out and having a normal ass conversation.
Yeah,
for real.
That's why, like,
That's how he
I fuck
calms
with
down.
Hey man, shrooms got me out of some depressions, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with shrooms.
Shrooms
Oh,
are
they
a
mad
medicine
therapeutic.
for real.
Man.
And I was on team fuck legalization of shrooms when I first heard that shit. I was like,
Facts.
in Colorado, I was like, we already got crazy people
No, they
shooting
use
up
that for
theaters and
This
shit.
fool Cory got on the soapbox when they legalized that shit in
I was
Colorado.
like, hell no. I was like, don't
like,
do that.
bro, you tripping.
And then I started like using it for therapy myself, and I was like, damn.
Because they use it for veterans for PTSD as well.
Yeah, no, for
it's
sure.
great. No, it's like
It's
there's
like legal
so many
ecstasy,
good
you know,
medical
legal MDMA.
purposes for it.
That
It's,
shit is crazy.
it's good.
Or not legal, but natural. You know, natural.
It'll pull you out of depression real quick.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it's
But
fuck-
then
fuck
you gotta
acid.
wean yourself off it too, because if you just stop after microdosing for like 2 weeks, you'll get moody as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
You do get moody, so you gotta kind of like.
This motherfucker microdosing for 2 weeks and shit. That's not microdosing, bro. That's just called
No,
dosing.
I'm not tripping, bro. I'm taking like
No, I'm just
a
talking
half a
shit.
gram in the morning when I
Yeah.
wake up with my breakfast.
Right.
And it just puts my mood in a better.
He said, "Yeah, when I'm talking about omelet with a
like
mushroom,
I'm just happy.
you
I'm
better know what I'm
happy.
talking about."
I have more
It's
energy.
legal in Denver, right?
yeah.
It's decriminalized.
Okay.
So they're not gonna like.
You cannot purchase it.
You can't
but if
purchase
you have
it yet, but you can have it without going to jail.
as long as you're not selling or anything like that.
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, I don't even know about that. Dog.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
seems
even
like
know
a
about
tricky.
that.
Seems like a tricky.
I should have said, don't ask me no questions.
Okay,
about it.
You see, I'm not a lawyer,
We're
fam.
omitting that information.
I'm not a lawyer.
Allegedly.
We don't talk about marijuana. We don't talk about anything.
None of that.
Yeah.
We're just drinking.
We
We're
don't talk
drinking
about
podcast.
gray areas. Yeah, we're just talking
We're
about.
just
We're
here.
here for
Nah,
you.
shit. Hey, TABC, bro. We don't even talk about drinking
Right.
shit.
Wait, we don't sell this shit. We give it away.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yo, stay
This
stay
is-
drug free
you know what I'm
kids.
saying? I was getting money
Facts.
before the deal. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I was getting money before the deal.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling that champagne just a tad
Yeah?
bit.
No,
Just-
it's the
just a
perfect
tad-
amount.
just a
Who
tad
want this
bit.
last little?
Shit?
Hey.
Y'all
Definitely
can-
me.
Y'all can
Take it.
Y'all can
You know what?
divvy that up, man.
Harris for
Divvy that up.
driving, you a real one. There you go.
Hey, man. You know, BK, bro. I have
I
mad
said,
BK.
It was like
history, bro.
so. Harris first of all, Harris got a new job recently.
Okay, congrats.
Hey, yo, big boy bread. You
Big
feel me?
boy
Big boy
bread.
bread.
Okay.
LA bread.
Six
Okay.
figures.
Sheesh.
Big money.
Plus.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Put the
Plus.
spec. Put the
With the
spec.
plus. So anyway, Harris got a new job, and he had renovated his house into a studio, but never put anything studio equipment in the fucking studio. So it's just like a booth and a desk and like his work computer. So
And
I was
nothing
like,
was
I had no
installed.
and it's
monitors,
been like-
no interface.
It's been like a whole year, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big
That
facts.
since he's renovated his house, I was like,
And
bro,
every time Cory get here, you get real mad.
because I gotta drive to San Antonio and go to the studio, or I gotta go bug one of my homies.
Well,
with
now
speakers
Music
and
Lab
shit.
don't even exist. So
Yeah.
really, what's
Hey,
Music
yeah,
Lab?
when Music Lab
There
shut
was
down,
an excuse. I had the
Exactly.
excuse. I had the excuse.
Exactly.
Once Music Lab shut down, I didn't really have an
Like,
excuse.
now you
anymore.
gotta
So
really
finally, yesterday on my birthday, excuse me. Ooh, champagne.
Champagne
Bubbly.
burps.
On my birthday, I was like,
Bubbling.
let's go to the studio in San Antonio. This fool used to work at Alamo Music in San Antonio, so he got the little.
That's
plug.
like the straight music, basically.
He got
Okay.
he got the plug, and finally bought some Yamaha Ace, some monitors, and an interface. So now today I was setting up his shit, and it was like 11 in the morning. And I was like,
Hell
oh yeah,
yeah.
we got time. I was like, we'll set this shit up. We can leave at like 12:20. You know what I'm saying? We'll be time. And I look up the address. I was like, oh shit, this shit all the way in the cave, bro. I was like, we gotta cut out right now. I was
West
like,
Trav,
shit.
West Trav.
I was thinking y'all was like on the east side or something. I was like, yeah, shit.
I think I gotta start telling people where exactly
Yeah,
the
you might
area
want
is at.
No, y'all gotta put B
Y'all
Cave
sent me
in the
that-
picture. In
Y'all
the
sent me
picture.
the address, but I didn't look. I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh shit, let me look at this.
Yeah, when we had Jacob on, he was like, yeah, just when y'all get popping, just make sure to move in the city.
No, facts.
But yeah, that's for
Jacob
sure gonna
Pong,
happen.
man.
And then hold on, you had a guest that
I know
actually,
Jacob Pone definitely not trying to pull up the no B Cave.
at all,
He
right?
OG. He not trying to pull up
Hey,
the
did
no
y'all
B
post that
Cave.
interview yet?
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's
Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go watch
yeah.
that.
Hey, Jacob Pone was the first Austin rapper I ever heard of. Because he was
Same.
he was in the Austin Chronicle for getting locked up.
So,
you know?
boom.
And I saw that was the first time I ever heard Matt Sanzala's name because Matt Sanzala was like, yeah, I thought he was just talking about like all these other goofy Austin rappers. I was like,
Yeah, I
fuck this
remember
dude.
that.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Matt definitely did say some shit.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I was just like, bro, what the fuck? I was
Nah,
like,
he
No,
was about
so-
it. He was about his shit.
So
Nah,
like
facts.
one of the first, y'all know who Mike C is?
Mike C, yeah.
Shout out Mike C.
Yeah.
So back in
facts.
the day, fresh out of high school, me and Scott, I don't know, I didn't shout out Scott too, my roommate.
Scott Pace?
Scott Pace, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my roommate. That's like my secret weapon
Okay.
on the album. That's who.
He's still producing?
Yes.
Okay.
and
Pretty
writing.
much just for me though.
Okay. That's
I
loud.
stole all
Exclusive
kinds
type
of beats. Fuck
shit.
everybody.
No, facts. That was the good side of Scott moving to Colorado for Cory's, and now Cory gets to keep all his co-writing credits.
Yeah.
That's loud,
So you
okay.
know, Scott is the secret weapon. Y'all gonna hear lots of Scott on the album. So Scott on there.
AKA Nashville North, you feel me?
Nashville, North. Yeah, Scott. So me and Scott, fresh out of high school, were fucking with Mike C, super tough at MASH Entertainment and shit. And so those were some of the first like bigger shows I did, like with headliners and shit. Was with Mike C and shit. Mike C taught me a lot, man. That was like one of my OGs. Mike C, Y2, JJ. Like,
Shout out JJ.
So
Y2,
you know,
man.
Stacey Russell is.
The singer that was
Yeah.
with Poison Boys, right?
So Stacy was my high school girlfriend.
Oh,
So me and
damn.
Stacy used to date in high school way back in the day.
Another
yeah.
OG.
wasn't
and
she?
she's
Hold on,
facts.
wasn't she
Big
a
facts.
part of the team? She was a part.
She was part of Poison Boys.
Yeah.
So she was part. So she introduced me to JJ when we was like 14,
Okay.
freshman year of high school type shit. And then I was already working with Kid, and then Kid was already working with JJ from the Impact days. So then we all started working together. We would just do like, man, there's so many classic records from back then.
Have y'all had JJ on the show?
No, we
Y'all
haven't.
need
Hey,
to
y'all
for
gotta have
sure.
Jay on, man.
YG was Austin
No,
legend.
JJ, Y2.
Pluggers.
Yeah.
Pluggers.
Something definitely gonna happen soon.
I call him JJ. Everybody call him Y2.
No, that's it. JJ is his almost government. You
Yeah.
know, so.
Yeah. That's my dog. That's like my real OG. That's how I learned how to make beats and write hooks and shit.
No,
Just
yeah,
stand
that's
up.
I remember
definitely somebody
Kid
on
and
there.
Cory taking me to JJ's studio back in the day, and that's when I really learned about like what it took to be successful in Austin. You know,
But
'cause I
Mike-
was just making beats at the crib. You know, like
Going
JJ
back
had
to that,
shit.
the Mike C era, the first couple big shows I did were with Jacob Pone was on there and shit.
Right.
And I remember just seeing Jacob Pone being like, damn, this fool.
Doing it.
He had the big chain and shit. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, he doing it. I was like, shit, I'm trying to be like this fool. And I was always like, man, Mike, when we go get these chains?
Mash
Mike?
Mob chains?
I was like, when we go get these chains, dog? But those were good times, man. Shout out Mike C. Shout out JJ. Y2.
Yeah.
Shout out to the OGs, man.
Yeah.
The people I
paved the way,
learned, the people that
paved
I
the way.
learned shit from. You know what I mean? Like who I watched and was like, oh, this is how you do it. I remember Mike had like records with Trey and ESG and shit.
He still do shit.
He still do. He
still
just dropped
do.
a record with like Boozy not too long
Yeah,
ago.
he had some song with like.
He's
fucking-
still out here working, man.
Yo, like no lie, it was good to hear like music from Jacob on too, bro.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
He gave his own release shit.
I got some unreleased shit coming down.
It's on that
Hey.
episode if you want to peep
Hey,
it.
I'll
Jay
have
need
to
a
go
release
check
shit.
it
Fuck
out.
the unreleased shit. That fool need a release shit.
Yeah, man.
He
got
said
some
the
shit.
There's
writers
still
all
Mexicans
comes
in
to the-
America. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yo.
legend.
So shit, let's spin something, man. What else we got? You want to play something else off the tape?
Let me see what you got.
I see.
I'm gonna go piss, man. This champagne
I gotta
running
go.
through
I'm
me.
right there with you. Can we
feel
take
you.
Running
a
through me.
5-minute?
Hey, as Giannis would say, tinkle break. You
Yeah,
feel
a
me?
tinkle break.
I legit
I
gotta do the
tinkle.
same thing.
Shit.
Think I tinkle?
Let me find a. What shit?
Troy's gonna kick my ass for going to piss. Our production's been on us about getting up and pissing during the interview.
Nah, that's fine.
We used to do it a lot when
I'm
we
sorry,
first started.
Troy.
We used to do it a lot when we
here's
started.
what y'all need to do. Y'all need to take an interlude, like
Yeah.
halfway through y'all set. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just stop production for a little bit.
Piss break.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
This ain't
I've been
radio,
holding it for
you
like
know?
20. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like,
Let's go.
I'm thugging. I've been thugging for a little second here. But let me send this song and then I'll let you rock it first and then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been mindful of how much I say, you know what I'm saying?
That's that non-Texas shit. That's that you're in Oregon. They're like, did you just say no? I'm saying like,
Duh, that really be how it is too.
They be questioning your slang or what?
They say, what is this? No, I'm talking about.
Like, how do you say that?
What is no? I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think. I probably shouldn't play nothing off the album just so I don't get in trouble.
Nah, I mean, we're pretty close to the end, so we could have a song. I could play something off of Spotify and just go off of that.
Nah, I don't. Since I haven't put nothing out since I signed the deal. I mean, we can actually. You can go to Bankroll's page. Me and Bankroll just put us
Nah,
on.
facts.
On Spotify?
Yeah,
Or YouTube.
Trapping Still. Yeah, YouTube has actually got the video. You could, pull the video up.
What song is it?
This motherfucker
It's called Trappin' Still.
Okay, okay.
It's featured on by the label.
Yeah, I should. I'm getting. Hey man, look.
It's a process.
It's been 2 years since I
said,
pushed some music, so
Let
let me remember how to do this shit.
Go ahead, bro.
This a new
Continue.
record, Trappin' Still. Me and Bankroll off the Free Kill mixtape. Run that shit.
Yes, sir.
Don't fuck with police, but I know you niggas rats for real.
Church.
Don't got no credit in these streets,
I'm
you
gonna go to the
niggas
bathroom real
got for
quick.
real.
All y'all banging.
This shit you niggas 12 and I be strapped for real. You strapped for show, I blow the hoe, I'm strapped to kill. Ayy, heard my dog them say he having smoke, that's why we having pole. Can't keep ops cause half these niggas hoes, we quick to wipe they nose. My nigga white teams like war zone. Back to back on the op, got the score blown. I will step on your top with these 4 zones. Stupid. Yeah, gas him up, I'ma step on his ass. Remember the nights I done slept in the grass. Waited to put a little snake in the bag. You said what you said, ain't no taking it back. These nigga pussy ain't having no backbone. I ride around with a fat pole, jumped in that water ever since a tadpole. You got a gumbo with klepto, yeah. Yeah, I rap with that fire, yeah. Ain't shit sweet on this side, yeah. One thing about me, we ride.
We're still live.
Yeah, D little rap boys pie, yeah. Andre when I ride, 3Ks when I slide. No frat boys, we steppers, my block cayenne pepper. Throw shots, I slay to catch on y'all soft
need to
like
get some
Lil
air
Wayne
horns.
Pepper. Let shit fly, no fella. I pop it now, I'm extra. Go dumb, but it ain't nothing special. Look, fuck your OG, he a rat, and that's just fast for real. You say it's okay, might as well go ahead and rap with him. Can't be no OG with that hat, don't make me tap his brim. Think y'all heard some gunshots, watch my youngest clap for real. It's that OG what I'm smoking, it's that grass for real. Nigga try me, we gon' blow out your little back for real. Got them OG sticks and K's, ain't got no straps in him.
That's live as fuck.
Fuck that nigga mean. Look, yeah, smoking on pay this fake. Southside beat gon' slack.
Hey.
Got a brand new bitch, I'm mad.
Hey.
On some brand new shit, I'm back.
Hey.
Hit a lick, get rich, got bands.
Hey.
I don't gotta shoot shit, got hands. I don't wanna do shit, got plans. Get money, I do my dance. Bad little bitch gon' buzz down. Used to be shit, but I'm on now. I be in the end zone when the touchdown. Got 2 lit, hoes suck my dick. Run it up quick, I been on my shit. Look at my bitch, yeah, look at my drip. Look at my wrist, ho, look at my whip. I got a bag and I made a flip. Looking at pay, somebody in the brick. On the text base, but she need that shit. She get a text, I'm calling it quiz. Tryna hold hands, but I'm way too slick.
That was Trappin' Still, Bankroll, and Kendrix. I'm gonna do this since we haven't done it in a while or ever. Like, we need to plug ourselves in. Like,
Man.
give everybody the handles for IDK. That's perfect.
Man, IDK, that's perfect with the number 1 at the end of that shit, man. On Twitter with no one. IDK,
Everything
that's
else is
perfect,
without
man.
the one. We are now on TikTok.
Yeah, now on TikTok.
For all you TikTokers,
Gonna be
bro.
on TikTok?
Gonna be on there jigging and
I might
shit.
have a TikTok. I've never posted on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I decided to finally pull the trigger and just get on it and just fucking for exposure
No,
purposes.
everybody, I fuck with TikTok. I
Yeah.
fuck with like any kind of platform that you can use to catapult your success.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like an old man on TikTok.
I
though,
do,
bro.
yeah. I just feel like I don't know. I don't get it. I guess
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
And that's the first social media app that I
You know
felt
what-
like that about. Like, I don't quite.
It's
get
just
it.
creepy because like I just downloaded this week.
and it makes you feel old.
Yeah.
And like I know it's run by a Chinese company or organization or whatever, but they literally see through your camera, whatever they say they do. Or they go through your other apps and shit like that. Because
I think
I was looking up shit on YouTube like before I downloaded it, and then when I got on this morning, it was showing me all the relevant videos that was the same as like
what you were watching. And shit.
yeah. And I
Dude,
was
the
like, creeped
algorithms
out.
of that shit is crazy. Like, I feel like there's times where I just think some shit, and like all of a sudden I get ads for.
Well, I
it
think
on
there's
my
proof
phone.
that they say that they
Bro.
use your camera whenever, like, at any moment
And
in
I'm
time.
like, how the fuck did they know I just okay? I just went to the jewelry store the other day. Just the location setting in my phone, being on me walking in the jewelry store, I started getting a bunch of jewelry ads and
Location
shit. You know what I mean?
services,
Damn.
bro.
Like that data.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
be selling. The data
Yes.
is like what is everything in life now. Like
Bro.
all these companies, these tech companies, just selling data to each other. And
For real.
fucking
Just whoring us around like that.
figuring out where to send these ads
For real.
that people are these Google ads that people are paying for too. Like
Yo.
Hell yeah.
that's literally what it is. Cause I swear, bro, I didn't like look up nothing jewelry.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That shit just started appearing.
and then all of a sudden on my
socials.
Instagram,
You ever,
feed, it's
you ever
like,
seen the,
boom, boom, boom,
what is it
boom.
called? There's a documentary about it on Netflix. I forget what it's called. It's like social media or something, but it goes into depth about people that used to work for these companies. And they left because they didn't fuck with that. Like moral wise, they were not fucking with it. They did not agree.
It's
and they
like
left.
some fucking. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure all of us can say that there's shit in all of our Google history that we would not want some people to see. You know, not the general public to see. You know what I mean?
They hear this and they drop all our history.
Like somebody back there can see it all. They're like, this dirty motherfucker right here.
We know what you be watching.
Again? It's the third time today.
You watched this 4 times yesterday.
You're incognito, but we know what you're watching.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never trusted that incognito mode on Chrome, bro.
Yeah.
Never, fam.
I mean, I definitely trust it more than this.
Yeah, just the regular.
I'm like, well, it's just like a general person. You go look up what I'm Googling.
Right.
By my email, like, I should probably use incognito.
Hey man, I remember one time when I was in Round Rock, man, we went to like Sun Microsystems.
Maybe don't post
or
this
some
shit because I
on
don't
the
want
north
people
side.
looking up.
And they straight up could see everything that people were searching. And as a kid, I was like, damn.
Yo.
I was like,
That
hey
is-
yo,
That is crazy. That's scary, man. When y'all think
nah,
about
facts.
AI, man, that shit is fucking.
That shit is scary.
Because it's just archived everything, right? Everything you've ever looked up,
Nah,
Ads.
facts.
Yeah.
looked up at on your phone, on your computer.
Yo, ISP
It's
know all that
documented
dark
somewhere.
shit, fam.
It's documented somewhere, and that's fucking crazy.
It's
And I'm
dark
not on
world.
no sick weird shit, but like,
Yeah.
there's definitely some porns I probably shouldn't have been looking at. Like, you gonna judge me if you find out I looked at this.
I
Guilt.
was,
Hey man,
Granny's gone
I've
wild.
seen the darkness on the internet. I got a clear heart, bro. I'm good.
I was on page 50. Nothing was doing it. For me.
I was like,
blame me.
gangbang.
This fool had page 75 on BDSM. It was just like he saw that one video that
It got
changed his heart
boring.
forever.
It got boring.
Hey,
Man.
Yo, shout out to porn.
Shout out to porn.
Well, we are.
You know, I'm not
we are-
ashamed. I watch porn.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
it's
I love porn.
2021. We all gotta be honest with
Yeah,
ourselves.
everybody's horny.
What's your Pornhub? I'm a classic Pornhub. That's what I'll be
I
on.
stopped fucking with porn off a while back.
You quit fucking with Pornhub?
XNXXX.
See, y'all
X and
man,
XX. Yeah, they
Yeah,
hard.
see,
they
Also,
hard.
X videos. I got put onto X videos.
I'll be on the
X
underground
videos.
shit, bro.
Or you can go to Reddit too.
You know?
Hey,
Right.
I'll be on the underground shit, man.
What's
Like,
up? Put
like,
me on
like she'sfreaky.com
oh, word?
and like baddieshub.com.
Okay, okay.
Hey.
I'll see.
I thought you meant literally like in
These
the
are the
tunnels
real
under the
ones.
bridge.
Nah,
like,
nah.
These are the real questions that we need to speak about as men. Like, what are the porn websites?
Mario, when you're editing, remember to look up these
Y'all don't be
websites.
on-
Hey,
y'all don't be
shout out
on-
Spank Bang.
Y'all don't be
you
on
feel me?
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
What
I
is
see
that?
mad ads for them, for
Chatterbait-
sure, for sure.
Chatterbait like porn
the
in real-
webcam shit.
It's like porn in real time.
Oh,
Yeah, no facts.
So you just watching them do it?
You just watch somebody fuck, basically.
Hey, you know what? I want to know
This
who
bitch
the
put
fuck
me- Do they
actually
watch
paid
you?
for that 3D shit that they always get the ads for. You feel me? Them 3D
Oh
games.
no!
Who paid for that?
No! Or not the games. I was gonna say because I just bought my son an Oculus and somebody
Yeah.
told me
Oh.
the porn in the Oculus is crazy. So
That's what I heard too.
I finally got it. Like he was at my.
Then you get
my
a
baby
pocket
mom's
pussy?
house.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
I'm dead.
But I finally
That
like checked it
fleshlight.
out. I checked it out and it was crazy, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey,
This is
yo.
fucking wild.
You need to see if you got some free 3D
I don't
shit.
know
See
about
what
the
that
video
is.
You
Just
gotta
for the
be
science,
like, you
just
gotta
for
be
the
like
culture.
on some super nerd shit.
No,
to
facts.
do them sex
You gotta be a
video games
creepazoid.
shit.
You gotta be a
Like
creepazoid
3D.
for that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
But I'm not judging either.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we
don't
can hate.
don't be disgusting.
That should just be mad questionable. I'm just like, bro, who are you?
delete your
Like, what?
cookies.
Delete all your cookies.
facts.
Wipe your browsing history.
That
No,
shit
facts.
is funny, man. That
Man,
shit
so
is
we have
funny,
gone
bro.
to the end, and after that,
The end was way more questionable. These motherfuckers gonna fuck it up and start at the end
this
and
is
then
what
go
we're gonna use that as the promo clip.
Yeah, this
No,
is what we're
facts.
gonna
Porn
sound.
searches.
Before, just,
That's the Sean Cotton approach. That's the Sean Cotton approach.
Just to cleanse our slates, we're gonna end up on a positive note, okay?
That was all off. What is it? Off the
Talk
whatever.
about climactic, right?
Yeah.
We usually end on a positive note. Everybody
Yeah.
gives in their positive note, something they've been through, something they're positive about, or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to end on a positive note, steer away from that porn talk.
Let this white boy take it away.
Yeah, let me take it away. I mean, on a positive note, make sure you take your vitamins in the morning, eat your breakfast, get your metabolism going, exercise, drink lots of water, do what you love, be happy. That's what life's all about, right? Just be happy doing what you're doing, and enjoy life. That's like the key to this shit. Just be, content. Not content. Don't ever be content. Be happy.
That limits yourself.
Be happy being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, as long as you're enjoying life and you're comfortable and your responsibilities are taken care of, you're winning.
Yeah.
So do that. And shit is all possible, bro. Don't give up. Because there's plenty of times where I've felt like giving up and then I've leveled up right after that. So don't give up.
That's love.
And thug it out. And
But at the same time, don't always thug it out. Don't be afraid to switch it up if you feel like you go. You know what I'm saying? Come up
you gotta
off
bring.
it.
I swear, you gotta bring Harris every. I'm not.
You just
dumb.
made somebody jump.
I gotta bring. I gotta
feel
bring
me?
Harris with me everywhere because not only does Harris, balance out the shit that I said that probably don't sound real. That was very real.
No, I mean it was real shit, but at the same time, you feel me?
But Harris
If
is
you
also
spinning
like
your wheels-
95% of my memory. I swear
Right.
to God, like with some shit, I'll be telling a story and I'll be like, "What did we do, Harris? How did that go?" And then he'll
Nah,
tell
facts.
the rest of the story because I'll be fucking smoking too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, peace and love and hard work.
What you got, Harris?
Shit, man. I would say, no matter what you do, man, just try to excel. You feel me? Like, maybe it's some shit that you're not as good at. I had to work in music because it wasn't the shit that, starting out, I was the greatest at, But
Respect.
I feel like that work ethic is what separated me from, like, 95% of the people that call themselves artists in their city, So,
Cool. Church.
yeah, and that's why I feel like I clicked up with LNS because like everybody was just about everybody party and shit, but we still about working hard and trying to set a name for ourselves in a city where nobody thought anything was possible. So if you're in a city where shit is possible, like how Austin is in 2021, let's go get this bag. You feel me?
To the bag.
Man.
What you got? You go.
Shit. Damn, y'all got some good ones. So
You gonna talk this positivity?
yeah,
shit.
looking
You gonna-
ass,
you gonna
right?
bring it to
Nah,
the table?
nah.
Eat your frosted flakes.
Don't forget to get your pets neutered, spaded.
Tell your loved ones you love them while they're here, man.
Facts.
We
Facts.
recently
Big
lost
facts.
someone in our family on my fiance side, and yeah, man, shit, it's hard. It's been hard.
Very hard.
It was some shit that like moved very quickly. that took her life. So
Was it non-COVID related? Just
yeah, non-COVID. Yeah, it was some cancer.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So just
cancer.
while for real, bro. While your loved ones are here, while your friends, people you care about are here, man. Tell them you
Flowers.
love them, man. For real.
Give people their flower. I co-sign that 100%, man.
Yeah.
Give people their flowers.
Same. I guess mine's gonna be the shitty one because I don't never plan these out at all, man. I either got it or I don't, and today I don't. But I guess my positive note would be remember your humble beginnings. Always remember
Facts.
where you started, where you came from.
Don't be afraid to hit the
Yeah,
red
no
light.
matter how bad it was, no matter how good you're doing now, I always look back and reflect on what it took to get you where you're at.
Hey man, if you got a roof, you got power, you got water, you blessed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Be grateful.
you're never too good to hit the Reggie.
Man.
You know what I mean?
It could always be
No,
better,
facts.
but it can
Big
also
facts.
always be worse. So, just take that with stride.
You are
So-
too good to hit the spice, though.
Yeah.
Just tell yourself that.
Maybe the Delta 9. I hit it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, you ain't too good to hit the Delta 8. You feel me? You ain't too good to hit the
No,
Delta
you wait
8.
for that Reggie.
He's telling me it's K2, bro. Oh, shit.
They'll start eating each
I was
other's
wondering
faces
why
and shit.
My back
Facts.
was starting to feel a little weird and tingly.
I started having them suicidal thoughts. I was just like, oh shit. Am I listening to too much Biggie or is this Delta 9? No, I'm just kidding.
Yo,
No, real shit.
that's
Hey, I appreciate you coming through.
Hell yeah, man.
Give out your handles where people can find you on Twitter,
Man,
Instagram.
my shit's the same on everything. Cory Kendrix, CoryKendrix. Instagram, Twitter, all that. And then when the new music release, actually, it's a good time to plug this.
Yeah.
When the new music release, it won't be under Cory Kendrix. It'll be under just Kendrix, KNDRX.
dope.
So when all the new stuff comes out, we doing a little rebranding. with
Rebrand.
it.
That's dope.
Make it just looks
Stay
cleaner
tuned,
on
y'all.
paper.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, check out for all the new music you want to hear from me. Quit looking up Cory Kendrix. Just look up KNDRX Kendrix. That's it, and you'll find all the new shit. So appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, no
sir.
doubt. You want to give out
Yeah,
your
and
hair?
then me, man, you can find me at Trill Packy, TRILLPAKI. All my music is under my government name, except for the ones that ain't, You can find that where you will, you know what I'm saying? Did a tape with my boy Certified, did a tape with my boy Kid and JJ, you know what I'm saying? Me and Corey got mad shit on his Free Beer mixtape.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? I got old music, I got new music, I got Kid music, I got Drew music. Bam!
Looking at media trained.
You
You know?
dig?
That's the list we like to hear. Who you work with.
Looking at
Facts.
Well, man, it's been a splendid Sunday.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, for
that
sure.
champagne got me just right.
Yeah, it's
No,
nice
facts.
to do it early instead of late at night. Usually it would be like at midnight already.
Yeah.
Fact,
Yeah, that
man.
would hurt.
Yeah,
That would
no,
hurt.
it sucks. It sucks during the week.
We got the whole day to
Continue or not?
Racist.
Damn.
Somebody hit up Samson.
Hey,
What's
on
up?
unrelated-
Yeah, we're on West Side right now.
Harris
so.
had never seen Forrest Gump until last night.
Yikes.
I've never watched the movie in
never-
its entirety. I've only seen clips.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen this shit when I'm high on TBS.
I've
TNT.
never watched any of his movies. What's his name?
Tom Hanks?
Tom
Yeah, I've never seen a Tom Hanks. Toy Story, but
Yeah, no fact. Hey, it's an immigrante. You
Toy
feel me?
Story-
What's up?
yeah.
Hey, look. I thought that maybe it's not so weird. I thought that was weird that you had never
No,
seen
people look at me weird whenever I tell people that. So
No,
I
if
thought
you
that
got
was
folks
weird.
that's not from America, it's not that weird, bro.
yeah, that's true.
Forrest Gump is
First
a
generation
Forrest
of
Gump is
born.
a
classic
classic.
American
For
cinema.
real. I had to do a fucking project in my history class in high school over Forrest Gump, bro.
I'm
That's
fucking
definitely
dead.
to me is one of my probably top 10 favorites.
I mean, it definitely covered a lot of American history.
so I was
looking at
I
it,
was like
you know,
flabbergasted. I was like, you know what?
I didn't really understand because I'd only seen like the shit where everybody die.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
I never like really paid attention to like all the historical shit that goes on. I mean, granted, it's not real, right? It's
Yeah.
fake, but it is definitely it gives you a lot of context as to like what the average like white dumb person view on American history is. You feel me? You know?
The basics.
Yeah, you know.
Damn, man.
I liked how they had all like the pop culture, pop backs.
Yeah, I think that's some of the scenes that I've seen, but I've never watched it from beginning to end.
Got
All I know is that he was retarded. He had
Yeah.
he had a slutty.
I mean, the thing is, I'm from Texas. That motherfucker not even retarded. He's just normal.
He had a
you know?
slutty girlfund.
Yeah. Again, I'm from Texas. That's
He
normal.
been through it all. He been through it
The
all.
whole movie,
Right?
Yeah.
That girl, he just like
Fucking
obsessed.
stupid,
I'll
man.
just think about it.
Yo, y'all.
Hey, can you imagine Jenny on Instagram though? It would be a completely different movie. you know?
It would be OnlyFans, bro.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Yo, I'm
Yo,
dead.
because yeah,
Man.
Jenny was she was
She was putting my boy through it, man.
She got the.
had him waiting
Yeah.
in the
She
rain and
She had
shit.
to find the
Facts.
right dumb person to put up
No,
with her
facts,
shit.
man.
Well, you know what fucked me up is she fucks Forrest and gets pregnant and then dips the next morning. But then when she meets Forrest, she's like, I'm sick.
I'm
like, did you give my man Forrest the joint? Do your kids got the shit?
I've wondered that shit forever.
No, because she said his boy's smart.
Bro.
She's like,
she got
the clap.
Yeah, she got AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking around in the 70s and shit. You know what I'm saying? She got AIDS in that hippie era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, in my head, did she?
Hey, man, maybe she know magic, you know?
And so
She was in L.A.
I figured like it makes sense. It makes sense why she left because she knew she had the AIDS.
How does it end?
Like, I let him hit once.
Right.
I can't let him hit again because he might catch the AIDS.
Damn, so Jenny really the tragic heroine.
Then it can't help your brain wonder, did he get this shit too?
Yeah.
Hey,
how does it end? How does it end?
She dies.
But does he die too, or he just
Wait, Jenny died?
So she died. He fell asleep right there.
Is the sequel to that movie Sam I Am?
So at the very end, look. At the very end, Jenny died from AIDS, and he at the gravesite talking to her, telling her like
his life.
This is pretty much like however he do. You know how Forrest go.
Yeah.
So he at the end, and then like she basically invites him to meet his kid, and then tells him she's about to die. So they go live at the spot, and then he takes care of the kid.
Takes care of the kid. Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, like, did they have AIDS too?
I mean, he lived past her.
She trapped him up.
He outlived her.
Respect to her for only letting him hit once, and then you know what I'm saying, dipping out.
He never
technically that's an F though. That's an F.
Yeah.
No, at least he got the pussy.
He got AIDS,
right?
Yo.
He got a pussy, but at what cost?
Yeah, for real.
Have you ever seen a female locked up for having AIDS though? You see hella males locked up for
It was
getting
just
AIDS.
an interesting. It's like Kids. You ever seen the movie Kids?
Oh, yeah.
Scarred.
Yeah.
The end of that fucks you up too. Like that movie's tight as fucking to the AIDS part at the end. You're like,
I feel like Kids and Gummo. What's the difference? I've never seen either of them, but I feel like they hella.
Gummo's some low budget shit.
Need to watch
Right.
these movies.
Gotcha.
Kids is scarring.
I'm gonna end it before we go on for another hour because
Yeah.
we're still going. I'm Mario from the South Side.
It's Neighborhood Nick, man.
We are here with
Cory Kendrix.
Hey, Trill Pack, you're from the South, North, and East Side. You feel me?
Hey.
Remember, this is recorded in front of a live audience.
You dig.
Facts. And you know,
Yar.
I bought a deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but catch play. All of my people gon' run it up. Fucking with her, that's a bad thing. Tryna get to the money the fast way. Count up 100 on bad days. Cause growing up, we never had things. I might go back to some playing shit. Catch a flight and then I'll break down the pay. After that shit, there ain't no going back. Fucking with you, it just look like a trap. I drink the juice and forget where I'm at. I keep my shooters and riders on set. Fuck with the crew and we ride on that. I keep the green and the purple on deck. Don't fuck with it lame, I just pull up the text. You been riding the wave, I can tell cause she wet. Don't play with my name, you gon' put some respect. Don't fuck with the game, I just fuck up a check. Please don't remind me, I can't even forget. Just lit up a flame, about to get on the jet. I got some things if you need to connect. Just give me my money, I can't collect.
I know the deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up. I put the deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up. I put the deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up. I put the deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up.
Cheap out the blow like some TNT. Got the team on my back like I'm CP3. I'm the king of bad bitches, I'm BB King. I might throw up a diamond like DDP. I might pop out the store with the EBT. In the pocket, the cash money ENT. And my clothes on the news call it BBC. I'm just puffing this weed full of CBDs. Burning bridges, the bridge over BDP. Leave you under the daisies, no EDC. And I stay in the streets, but I'm free to leave. EDC, eyes are Chinese like a Pekingese. Stripes around me like Adidas, please. All your people chicken, how you bring the beef? I mean this finger licking when you 50 deep. You better seek assistance when you leak and bleed. I'm like a flight attendant on a jet indeed. I'm always rolling up, you always pay the fee. We really got it all, I'm talking native shit.
I bought a deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up. I bought a deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon' run it up. I bought a deuce in the champagne. Must have forgot how to give a fuck. I don't do nothing but cash play. All of my people gon'